Alright, hello you! Welcome to Geekism. Good morning. I didn't wake up 15 minutes ago. What are you talking about? I hope you're all well. Let's just make... We'll waffle for a little to make sure audio is good. Let's see how we're doing. Rip Plank on 1. No, Jordan! It will always be there in our hearts. Just in time. Welcome. Hello, you. Hey, Fitzy. Keep an eye on everything. The mod hammer is swinging. He's alive! I am just about. There's coffee going directly into my veins right now. First person that uses the bus. Somebody asked in the chat, who was it? I noticed as I sat down. Aria, buzzing for this. My son Oliver, 7, is really into buses. Can you please demonstrate the bus transport ride for him? He's dying to see what it looks like. And that's absolutely what we can do. I mean, I can't see this being used any other time than like making car parks and, you know, making parking lots, but it's pretty good. Yeah, give us a thumbs up before we get started. Smash that like button. Womp, womp, womp. And do all that sort of stuff because it helps. And, you know, lots of new eyes on the channel today, lots of new eyes on the game. Vengabus is coming, that's right. Question right off the bat: what happens if you build 2 stations on a roller coaster? Can you force unload and offload? No, you can't. You can't do it. The game just doesn't let you do it. Is it a transport ride or a track ride? That's a great question. You want to hope it's a transport ride, don't you? Let's. How do you do anything in this game? What? So there's this construction mode now as well. I don't know what the difference is. Yes, go to construction mode. Do I have to turn the... Oh, okay. Delete. There we go. All right. Station. Yes. Okay. So this works. Yeah. So this is a transport ride. Yeah. We can... Yeah, it's letting me do it. I'm not going to worry about it now, but yes, we can. So yeah, this one can be a transport ride, as you would expect, right? Can you swap Joe strains? No, I don't believe so. I've already seen so many ways to not make a theme park yet. If you build the ride the other way around, right to left, does it become a UK right-hand? Well, it's only on one lane. Oh, as in like actually where the dude is sitting inside it. Construction mode is when you build the ride. You can build the delete stuff. Edit mode is smoothing the ride. Cool. Used to just be one mode, didn't it? There is no driver. They've solved the solution of which side they put the driver on by not having one. Hey, Beyondrew. Good morning. Morning. What was the next question? Are there art shapes? Yes, they're pretty good. We can do that. Hold on. Scenery. Custom. And then I think they're just called art. Yeah, there you go. No, that's a corner piece. Why are they under art? Oh, quarter. There are art shapes. I know there are. I saw them in the other preview we had. Where will they be? There. Art shapes. Bingo bango. Look at that. Let's put them all down. Have a look at them. That's good. There's a more extensive selection this time. They have a nicer, more matte finish, which I think is a big improvement. It's not completely matte. It's kind of satin. That's pretty good. The scale on them may look interesting. I think the way they've done it is that they've got the 3D shapes, and then they have a plane of each of those shapes as well, if that makes sense. How small can they go? Great question. Let me just find a little statue. So we don't have an archer in the game, RRP Archer, but we do have these awesome Medusa statues. These characters that have been... Oh, maybe they're called something else. What are they called? Stone... Still learning all the names for everything. There's a Medusa theme running through the mythology, and one of the things she's done... Here we go, look at these. One of the things she's done is turn some guests into stone. These are great. And these are the exact same size as Peeps. So here's your new Archer, basically. They're petrified. Yes, that's a good word, eh? All right. So these can all go down to probably, I would say... Oh, thanks, Domez.
Spooky doorware.
Spooky doorware. I haven't got one in here. I'm in an apartment. The closest door to me is the other side of the place over there. We can have a look through the game and see if there are spooky doors. Is there a fast track? Yes. Yes, we can look at that in a minute. Yeah, there is a fast lane you can build. So they go pretty good. I feel like they're slightly smaller. They got the second biggest shape instead of the medium shape one. I don't know what that means, sorry. That seems pretty good. Yeah, how about animatronics? Now, honestly, animatronics is one of the things that's a little disappointing to me. I'm a big fan of them, and there isn't that many in the game. So, one of the... I mean, we all sort of joked about how the animatronics were all a little big, and they had sticks up their butts, you know? But, like, there are no people animatronics in the game currently, which is... So I was kind of surprised by that. How are you dealing with the UI UX? I'm getting there with it. There's a couple of extra clicks. It's not really upsetting me that much as much as it's upsetting other people, honestly, but it is a little tricky. Shame that the fast track is not able to meet an emerge point. Would have been nice to have both options. Yeah. So as far as like animatronics, there are a few things in the game that are animatronic that aren't listed here. Like there's some windmills that rotate and a few other bits. But yeah, as far as just like this is an animatronic, there's not only very few of them, they're all absolute Planko size and they're not scalable. So whilst this guy isn't quite the Kraken from game one, he is still pretty epic. And I think like you could get away with using him in a dark ride, but if you're going for any sort of realism, this is the last animatronic of the ride. You know what I mean? This is the big finish. This is the Na'vi dancing lady. This is the Kylo Ren. So yeah, as far as like animatronics that just come in the game go, they're neat. They're pretty good. There's a really great one in the trailer where this guy like he smashes into the coaster and it pushes it back on the switch track. And of course, yes, Ricky, that's a great point. There is a good chance that not all the content is included on this build. There's already been a handful of patches through the time I've had the game. That's quite cute. I could use that. I don't mind that, especially if that's recolorable. Oh yeah, we could use that in Planquatica. These guys, let's just have a little listen to these. I'm going to come right out of the way so it's not the other animatronic isn't going this time. But let's check these guys out. Let's see if we can make them louder. It's just, they go so hard. There is absolutely. That's so good. Anyway, so those. They're so good. They just go so hard. What a fun job to the performers who sing these. Oh yeah, how good would that be? It always reminds me of the the Katy Perry singing in Simlish. You know, that's so loud, that thing. Okay, let's just go back to the audio for a minute. We had that at 30 and that at full. That seemed to be about right for everyone. Music's beautiful in the game, by the way. They very kindly sent me some of the tracks. So yeah, how long are you on for today? Oh, as long as I want to go for. Probably till about 4 p.m. UK time. Jeez, that's a muscle memory. 4 p.m. Eastern, so about 6 hours, I guess. Saw the video from yesterday with the wave pool. I'm a new fan. Oh, thank you, Apple a Day. Welcome. Do you love how fast the game loads for now? Yes, it's great. All right. Came with the water park video and loved your builds. Hope you're enjoying the game. Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, it's been great. I don't want to show that water park build because episode 2 of that will be tomorrow. And obviously it's done pretty much. Just got to record the voiceover for it. So, all right. What was the next thing people wanted to look at? Oh yes, the animatronic thing. So yes, so the argument for animatronics is, well, yes, there's only a few, but you can build your own. Yes, you can. This is true. In the interactive, there are 3 pieces. There's this one, there's this one, and there is this one. All right, so let's talk about these for a minute because these are pretty good. I mean, these are incredible, really. These are a really great feature. My only real concern with them is I don't really feel like they are a replacement for people animatronics. All right? We can do effects, yeah, sure. I'm going to def to pool, yeah, no problem. Yes. So these 3 things exist. You can't change the size of them. You can change the speed and the nature at which they run. So you can have them on a loop, which is what they're currently doing now. You can have them off, which I don't know why you would, or you can have them to trigger. So using the event trigger, either a ride moving past them or something can set them off. Okay, and then within that you can have them move back and forward fast, move them back and forward slowly, medium. Explosive is like a jump scare kind of thing. So that's used for trigger, really. You know, it would trigger out and then reset before the next car got there. Fast, pausing for a minute, like that, and then a few others. And not all these are exactly the same, but they all have similar kind of, you know, amounts. So slow down to up. And then again, they have like boop, pop up, whoop, which is pretty extreme. Okay, so they have those. Hey, Drake. All right, and then yes, you can incredibly attach these to each other. And as far as I can tell, there doesn't seem to be a limit on this. So let's move this guy. Like, it's a little fiddly, but I think we're going to have... Here we go. We'll attach him to here. All right. And now he will rotate and move back and forward. Like, that's pretty cool. Dylan makes sense. Scenery items with water parks in mind. Wish they focus a bit more on normal parks. A lot of the stuff is very... generic, I feel, honestly. Yes, there are obviously water park specific stuff, surfboards and inflatables and what have you, but there's a lot of theme park stuff there still, honestly. I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, this is amazing. So this is the thing, right? This is very cool, but SP Ridley has pointed out the issue with it. If these were small enough to create ball joints and therefore making moving body parts. And that's my problem with it. This is going to be really good for some jump scary stuff, just some general movement stuff. But this isn't a replacement for an archaeologist digging up the medieval, the mythology stuff. All right? Or this isn't a replacement for a Viking fighting a dragon. So that's my problem with these. Is I think they're great. I think they're an amazing feature. Jabba, I don't know what to tell you about Fast Track. Like, Fast Track exists in the game. I'm not going to build a whole ride just to show you that you can have 2 queues going to it, okay? You can do that. You can have 2 queues going to a ride. It's a thing that happens, trust me, all right? So no, the movable pieces aren't scalable, unfortunately. Can you attach these to rides and coasters? That's a good question. Let's have a look. Oh, we got rid of our ride. Let me put down a coaster real quick. It feels like the lack of animatronics is raising the lack of themes. This has the same amount of themes as the base Planet Coaster 1 game has, and it also has a lot more scenery than the base game of Planet Coaster 1. I think it... Yes, there's some great stuff from Planet Coaster 1. Honestly, I think we need to... I think you need to get away from the idea that the stuff that was in Planet Coaster 1 are the base themes. They were just the themes in Planet Coaster 1. These are the themes in Planet Coaster 2. I don't think it's not going to help you mentally to constantly sit here and think, oh, Pirate is missing from Planet Coaster 2. Pirate is missing from Planet Coaster 2 in the same way that Mythology was missing from Planet Coaster 1. They're just different themes in this game. And I'm working on a video that shows how you can do the Planet Coaster 1 themes with Planet Coaster 2 scenery, which should hopefully be out later in the week. Alright, let's try and do this. Attached to... Yeah, seems like that's fine. What are you going to miss most about PC One? At the moment, custom music. It doesn't seem like you can add custom music to the game, and I've got Alex working on incredible music for Meanderville. So, yeah. Yeah, how to create old themes with the new ones. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff, like, I think people maybe don't quite realize. Let's have I'll just show you a little bit here. Okay, people are saying that there's no pirate theme. Okay. Yeah, lots of people saying there's no pirate theme in the game. I mean, I don't know. Right? What's that then? Right? True, but aren't pirate fantasy pretty obvious and needed themes for a theme park builder, especially for fantasy fair? I don't think so. I think it might be tricky if you want to build the Disneyland castle, but like, you know. Yes, Wondero, that's my worry as well with cross-platform, is that music might not be doable. At some point, they're going to have to branch off, though. It's such a big thing. I don't know. Strictly speaking, there isn't a pirate theme, but you can absolutely make one. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, things don't say pirate on them. I mean, all this, along with the numerous wood and stone textures, and here, look, oh, looks like a cannonball to me. Like, if I know people play this game differently, I understand that. I know everyone has a different level of how much time and effort they're willing to put into it to get some enjoyment out of it, and that is fine. But like you need to just try and think a little bit more creatively, folks, because you know, like you can build a pirate area pretty well, I think. Like, there's really great like beams in the it's either the Viking or the Tiki. It might be Tiki. Now I think it's Viking, but I can't remember what it's called. I mean, there's even these boats. I mean, yes, these do have more of a Viking-y look to them. I'll give you that. But there you go. There's a cool pirate piece. I mean, I've already sat and done all this in a video. you know, these Hessian sacks. These are you totally do for pirate market. Let's see if I can find them. Is it these? I mean, these are great. So one thing I will say is we don't currently have a beam that's just like flat on both edges. I don't think, or at least I haven't found it. Where are they? Maybe they're not Viking. Maybe they're tiki. No, that looks like the sort of window you'd find on the side of a pirate ship. There's a pirate lamp. This wall set is perfectly pirate. These pirate. Look at these pirate planter barrels. How about a pirate? No, there's not. But there's also no mythology man. Like there's just no people in the game. Yeah. Are there human animatronics? No, that's what we were just covering, Pat. Unfortunately, no, there's not. There's there's great bleams. There's a full like jetty set. Like these are really great. These are very useful. Look at these. Ooh. And then there's these things with the spikes. And then there's the there you go. That's a pretty. Oh, that's just a plank as well. There's some really great. These are lovely. And obviously these look a little bit tiki, but you can just get rid of the. You can just get rid of the paint by making them all the same color. And then they just become like super generic. Right? Yeah. Cases of games with not a lot of pieces that people were expecting. You can still recreate whatever you want to some extent. Yeah. Yeah. H5 performance. Delays aren't having issues. Yeah, so I mean I chatted to Lady a little bit about this. Unfortunately, I think it's just a very specific issue she's having. Something in her hardware is not agreeing with the game. Oh, there we go. There's just your nice plain beam. Cool. There we go. That's what we wanted. This is what we like to see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay, cool. And then these are nice as well. And yes, they're Viking-y, but I think in situ... they'll look fine in other areas as well, especially if you sort of, you know, you put that on the wall without the Viking face at the front. That just looks like a nice wall. There we go. Redstone Scientist, hey, you need to give us guests. Give us guests we can make into animatronics. Like a posable animatronic would be incredible. Yeah. At this point, instead of theme, they could make a build set with different materials and such. Yeah. Yeah, they could. They could just be like, here's rustic wood, you know. But I think it helps. It does help people to be like, who are a little bit more, you know, just want to sort of plop down stuff and enjoy the game in other ways. Like it is nice to be able to say, oh, here's mythology, look, and here's some temples built out or whatever, you know. Like, but yeah. This is a nice piece as well. The original bamboo color is a bit garish, but if you tone it down just a shy. It actually looks pretty solid. Is that one there, is it? Yeah, I mean, it's a bit too much, but yeah. Yeah. So that's cool as well. How big are the maps? 1,000, like 1,000. I've never measured them. People are saying they're smaller, but I don't feel like they are. I don't know. Maybe they are. It comes right to here, look. So there. To somewhere over here to there. I don't know. Looks pretty big to me. How can I make Western? Yeah, so Western's a little trickier because a lot of the big thing about Western is the wall wall pieces. So you can totally do it. There's a couple of really great wall textures. There's this quite. I mean, that's not exactly perfect. It's pretty neat. It's not exactly perfect. There's this nice stone wall. Yeah, this wood is nice. And then there's also like there you go. Like if there was just one of them that just was a one single curve, that's like the only thing I feel like you need. So there's a butt plugs there if you need a butt plug. Where is this is like slat. That's a little bit more niche. It's a bit more modern. Yeah, and then there's this one as well. So, like, you know, the wood textures are there. Is there a wooden plank that isn't weathered? There is, but I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, these. Here we go. Yeah, there's these. There's also, like, round ones, which is kind of neat. And then there's a small set of them as well. Yeah. I mean, that's all you need, right? Those 6 pieces. Could you do Disney like mainstream easily, because windows and stuff like that could be quite difficult? Yeah, the window-wise, I would love to see like a Victorian or colonial set or something like that, so that we can have some more sort of like Main Street-y stuff. That is a fair point. Let's have a look. Where the frig is windows? Arches? Decoration. Oh, here we go. It's split again into windows. There we go. Yeah, so like a lot of these aquatic ones are very niche, and there's just some nice, like, there is some nice plainer ones, but yeah, a lot of the windows are a little bit highly themed. Doors as well has a similar problem. I mean, that one's not too bad. Yeah, you probably these Planco windows are the ones we're going to have to sort of work with. There you go. That's fine. With a bit of trim around it, that's quite a nice one. Yeah, some of the resort ones are probably okay. That's fine. There you go. That's not terrible. That'll be fine for Main Street. Same as that one, especially if you can make that one a nicer color. Oops. Yeah. These big things with the drapes in them, with some trim around. So it's going to be a little tricky. Do windows allow lights pass through? No, they don't. They're just for show. Are the dark roads still a pain in the butt to build? I think they're about as painful as they used to be. I wonder if we can windows as walls for these. Well, the good thing is you shouldn't need to, because every wall piece has non-gridded ones as well, like this. And there is a plaster set, which honestly, the menu doesn't do it justice, because it looks like, you look at this and you're like, oh my god. But if you just take one of these and make them both into like more of a plaster color. Oh baby, we're cooking on gas with this. Look at that. Yeah. So that's going to be the thing there. That's your windows as walls. Glass pieces? No, there are a couple of pieces with glass. There's a couple of pieces like this. I don't know why this one is gridded, but it is. There's a couple like this, so glass. Again, just like PC1, I don't know why. I don't know why they just don't give us like 5 squares of glass, you know. Do those scale? Yes, the non-grid ones do scale, yeah. So, yeah, so like this here and this here. Yeah, they... yeah, lighting is better. It will make them look better because you can get the rooms darker. As far as like placing other pieces, though, yeah. So the smallest is that, but yeah, if it's a non-grid one, it can scale down to like that on the grid. So that's like a meter. Yeah. Non-grid wall scale, yes, they do. No, the texture does scale with it, yeah. So you can't really see it on that plaster. And this is one of those ones where I feel like whichever way they did it, there'd be people who'd want it to work the other way. But yeah, at the minute, these ones, if you scale them, whoops, the texture scales with them. So I don't hate that for like a small brick, because that now gives us a small brick texture. It just means we have to build the whole building out of this thing. But let's be honest, that's not completely beyond most of us. If you're watching me, you're probably more than fine with building. I mean, there you go. There's your red brick, right? Yeah. But I also understand the other argument is, well, I actually would rather them scale, the texture scale with them so that I can use them to fill gaps. So, yeah. It could have worked either way. Okay, that's that then. We'll come back to that in a minute. All right, pool depths. Yes, we can have some fun with pool depths. They're a little jank, but they do work pretty nicely. So let's come over here. All right. There you go. There's that. There's your stamp. So this is swimming depth. There is also a diving depth. And if we put that there, you'll just see that the edge that touches swimming will stay at swimming, and the furthest away edge becomes diving, and you'll just get a really nice slope down. All right. Coaster Freak, yes, Fastpass is still in the game. Why is that? I'm sorry, Coaster Freak. It's nothing about you. You've just asked. But you're like the fourth person to ask now. Why is that such a big deal, Fastpasses? Like, I don't think I ever used them in Pinewood. It wasn't really the sort of place that would have them. But yeah, they're in. Yeah, you can do them. You can make paths. Yeah. Can you make a pool depth really small and do those splash pad things? Absolutely. Wondero, you need to go and watch episode 1 of my water park series. Yeah. So there's diving, swimming, then there's wading, and then finally there is shallow, which is basically they potter around it. So there you go. And it's literally just like a little splodge of water. There we go. Lazy rivers, sure. Do kids go to the deep end, or do they say shallow? Yeah. So it seems much like the first game. Like there's no real difference between kids and adults in the game, honestly. Yeah. The game before, do they still look the same? That's fair, Costa Rica. I was just curious because a lot of people have mentioned it. They don't work the same as Planko 1, no. I think, honestly, they work better. I haven't actually tried to do it myself, but let's have a look over here. So in Planko 1, it would be like you would have it come out here and rejoin, right? So let's... I actually don't know how to do it, but you can, I'm sure. Now it's a whole separate entrance on the station, I think. So... I haven't even built a station in the game, so I have no idea where the settings are. Okay, let's build that and then close the game. Close it. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. So place entrance, place exit, connect entrance. Oh, so I thought it was here. Oh, is that why people are asking? Is because they did show it and now it doesn't seem to be a thing? Maybe that's the thing. Edit track, online station. Huh. You need the thing down before it lets you do it. I mean, that also makes sense as well. Okay, well, let's try that then. Look at me. You've got me building these things that I don't give a crap about. But that's okay. That's why we're here. It's an AMA. All right. Shops. Services? Guest services, body dryer, changing rooms, toilets. Okay, so it must be guest services then. Okay, no, I think it's probably this. I think it's probably that you have to have the building down. So let's just do a really janky path to it. There we go. You can come into guest services, folks. Come on in. Come on down. You sell sunscreen, an umbrella, a priority pass, a pool pass, a green umbrella, purple umbrella, red umbrella, yellow umbrella. Okay. Alright, so now that's down. Let's see if we can come into here. Alright, still not a thing. Can't believe you haven't completely mastered the game yet. Disappointing, right? That was for. It's not in construction. I don't believe so. Yeah, that's. It might be. Can you build a roller coaster, please? Absolutely not. But thank you for being my first build a roller coaster of Planet Coaster 2 live streams. Complete the exit queue. Complete the exit queue. Like, do you think that's what it is? Maybe. That's not gonna love that, is it? Let's just get rid of that and try again. Maybe it's a thing. There's a button for a priority pass on the second tab. Boop. Priority pass on. Now what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's just I haven't got the room for it. Ah, there we go. Good job, gang. Like, how do I replace the station then? I haven't got to do that every time. There's no way that has to happen every time, but I don't know what the way to do it is. Okay, so look, so path. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All right, let's try this again then. So, place entrance. Over here. Place exit. Over here. Turn on priority pass. There you go. So now, the point I was trying to make is that it now works as a completely separate line. Yeah, so it would be nice to join it to the path at some point, because that's how a lot of the time it works. But you know, I prefer a separate line than that weird, the weird sort of like cutting through thing they had last time. So, why is that too steep? That's what you built. Because he wants to do on a curve. Oh, whatever. All right, that's that anyway. And then you would come in with regular queue, and just bring this off here. There you go. And then that's going to be your priority pass. Look at that. Absolute skills. Alright, does that make sense? Can you attach an animatronic to track right? So, I haven't tried this. Apparently, in the same way that you can attach scenery to coasters, you can't do it to flat rides. Excuse me, to track rides. Which is kind of strange, because, like, that's the way you would want to use it, right? You would want to make your flat ride look like a thing. Oh, what the frig are you doing, Jonty? You know, you would want to make your flat ride look like whatever the theme of the ride is. You know, oh, you're riding around in, like, you know, like the Ratatouille mice or whatever. So that, yeah, that's kind of strange to me. You just don't want to water connect or what? You're right here, pal. Why won't you auto connect? Does just not want to finish. It's Mr. Bones. Huh. I feel like that's a bug. I feel like auto connection. Oh, here it's here. Auto complete. There we go. Okay. Right. Is there a Dance Macabre ride? No. I would love to put that in Meanderville. Yes. No, there isn't at the minute. I'm going to put it out there now. If I feel like we're going to see some version of a spooky DLC, where with both the Danse Macabre, whatever it's called, the disco floor, I think it's called, and a Vekoma Madhouse. That's what I can see it happening. I can see that coming. Yeah. Spooky is a little tricky. Festive is very tricky, I think, at the minute. Spooky, I don't know. They built like a haunted house on the stream the other day. It looked a little bit like a Viking house. I think it can be you can make anything you like in the game, right? Like there's there's plenty of plain wood and stone pieces. You can do what you want. Fireworks, no, not currently. Can you do a tutorial on how to make a Western theme, science fiction theme, spooky theme? Yeah, I'm working on it. I've done pirate. Pirate's dead easy. There's so many pirate stuff in the game, and I'm working on the rest. I'm going to put them out as a how to do Planet Coaster 1 themes in Planet Coaster 2. Yeah. Danse Macabre ride type would be cool. It would, and it would work perfect for the game with scenery being added to it. And a Vekoma Madhouse would be amazing as well. They both fit perfectly towards a spooky theme. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I think it'll happen. Okay, so let's test this. One thing I love about this then is that it does this. It just fills it in. Oh, we're big fans. We stan the vision. We stan the FD vision. I think it's perfect, isn't it? Espiritedly, I know, right? I think this might be one of the best things in the game. Yeah, does the station look a bit naff? Yeah, whatever. Stations are what they are. Shooting target rides, no. Again, could come in a spooky pack. Who knows? Terror thing in it, no. I hope if they do that, I hope they do it better than the one in the first game. Assuming that's what you meant with Towel Terror. It's a very different ride. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Planet Coaster 1, I don't think this will happen this time. Planet Coaster 1 had a year of free updates before we got any DLC, a substantial DLC. Spooky Pack was a year after the game came out. Yes, in my opinion, pre-order if you're able to. If you're not into pre-ordering games, digital games, I totally understand it. There's no real reason to. But this is worth the pre-order alone for me. I can't wait to get in and build something fun with this. It does feel weird that there isn't some real, obviously spooky stuff to go with it. But yeah. Where guests just stand on the track and don't move. I mean, bugs are going to happen. It seemed to work okay for me when I did it. So what you could do then is you can come into the ride and then we'll say, here, look, this piece. That's what they're going to look like here. And then this piece, oops. We can now say, no, you're going to turn around and go backwards for a bit. And the game just keeps doing whatever you last did until you change it, right? So now you come into here, we get tested. And the only thing you're going to have to check is make sure your arrows are going the right way so they don't fling around rather than just sort of go around in the perfect thing. Here we go. Jordan, they removed the conveyor belt thing from the description, did they? That sort of thing doesn't really fuss me too much, honestly. Like I know people have issue with stations, and I would love to see them get the versions they want. They're a bit big, but other than that, I don't really care too much. Whatever. Can you so apparently, yeah, you can't attach animatronics to this. I think it's because they're being generated differently. Because it's because they're not just making one thing that follows a track. It's almost this is creating a chain. But yeah, apparently you can't attach because it disappears, right? So that's the problem. is when you go to the edit mode, which is where you would want to be. You can't do it. So it might be that it's a bug, and maybe what will happen is one car will sit on the station when you're in edit mode and you'll be able to do it. But at the minute, yeah, it doesn't look like you can add stuff to the cars on this. Yeah. Yeah. Can we hear some new music? Yeah, sure. That's a good one. There's some amazing music in the game. Let's have a look. Scenery, props, interactive. There we go. There's now a number of different speakers, but they don't work differently like they used to, I don't think. It used to be that like that one would only play ambient and the other one would only play music. I'm pretty sure that it's just every speaker can be every track now. Maybe not. Oh no, it looks like ambient stuff is still separate. Okay, so there's ambient then. Let's get right into these. Hold on. Okay. Edges connected. No, you can't, unfortunately. Instead of track rides as well, I saw someone saying you can't attach this to the train. I mean, maybe that's a thing. Let's see. See, that's sat there, so you would feel better about it, wouldn't you? Oh yeah. Yeah. Seemingly not, because basically if you come and do that over one of these, you get that. Yeah. That's weird. I feel like that's a bug. Because honestly, this is where I want to stick stuff. I'm not like coaster cars, yeah, sure, there are a few that are like a bit more themed and stuff, and that's cool. But honestly, track rides, I want my track rides to just be boxes with seats in them. You know what I mean? I hope that's a bug. Yeah. There's an audio. Oh, there is an audio type. Okay, so this one is set to ambience to begin with. Where are you looking? Oh yeah, there you go. So sound, and then single effects as well. Oh, they're new. We never had that in the game one. So Coppertone saying who mods a lot. Technically, they're coded the same. Yeah, that's interesting that it's different then, eh? Kind of multiple stations on a little train too. It makes me sad. Yeah, that's weird. I think a lot of that sort of stuff will probably get patched. I feel like they're little things. I'm sure. Doesn't seem to do anything. Since you're not building a roller coaster, all right, with the sass. Can you show us if the new water coaster from the pre-order has a vertical lift? Sure will. That's fine. I'm just not very good at building roller coasters. It wouldn't be good. You wouldn't enjoy it. I'm loving the game, Eliza. Thank you. I love these. Okay, I'm all about those. That's great. We'll do a few of the musics. So there's the good thing. So yes, at the minute, custom music doesn't seem to be a thing. Probably, like I say, because of a console issue. They really need it. They really need to add custom music. Like I'm literally getting music made for my park. That like if I can't do it, fine, whatever. It's just used on the videos. But geez. Yes, probably pitch on the musical ones makes sense. Excuse me. So yeah. Alright, so we've got a bit of Tiki, that's good. We'll get that playing in our water park. Nice bit of chill Tiki stuff, I love it. Current events, what's this? Okay. Alright, Digging all this. There is some fancy stuff. I mean, there's a lot. Stuff back from the first game as well, like spaghetti. Yeah, so that's stuff from the first one, right? But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. You guys, I mean, I've got to sit and go through all of it. It's great. All right. Okay, so yeah, loads of music, just not custom stuff at the moment. I really hope we see a Vergence there and it brings it in, because that's such an easy, I feel like such an easy way to really customize an area, you know? Spotlights affects the water jets, they don't, unfortunately. You can see them at night, but they don't, they aren't affected by color light. Yeah. It's entirely possible to get music on consoles via hard drives. I mean, that's also true, yeah. Do you think they will give it as much attention as Planet Zoo with their regular DLC packs formats? Absolutely, I'd be amazed if they don't. Okay, not flumes. What is it? Is it track ride or is it a coaster? What's it class as? Is this the one you mean, the antique water coaster, or is it that one? Which one's the pre-order one? Whirly rig, yeah, Wimpy Tentafu, I saw it in the list there, yeah, it's there. Talk about weather, park opening and closing, yeah, we'll talk about that, the Automax, okay. And we want to see if it has a lift. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Is that, please tell me that's customized. Is that not customizable? Okay. There you go. It's 65 meters tall. Is that right? That seems massive. Pre-order it on Steam. Will it be available at midnight local time zone? No, it won't. There's a thing. They've put a thing on Twitter. If you go and look at their accounts on Twitter, they've put a thing saying where it'll go live. It's shorter than in real life. Really? Ugh. That would freak me the hell out, I think. All right, well there it is though. So what do you do next? Then you go to just normal track, I guess. Just do vertical. Yeah, is one of the dimensions that high? Oof. Well, you can change it in the UTC. No, it is probably going to be a custom piece. They're not very good at making variable heights on stuff. Yeah. How does that work? It just lifts you up. Yeah, it's got like an up and a down, right? Like, I mean, I'll see if I can get the ride to finish so you can see it. The big problem is that there, right? That whoop, like that's always like locked in as what that looks like. That's going to be your problem because it's just going to be like just so much G. Like that doesn't adjust. They'd be better off making that the stop, so you can have the curve as much as you want it yourself, you know. Weather and park opening and closing. Yeah, Stephen, I saw you. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to finish off this. Okay. And then back out the water. Drive tires. Autocomplete. Boom! What a ride. All right. Let's see what this looks like then. Oh yeah, there you go, look. So one goes down. As the next one comes up. I mean, it's a clever use of the space. That's the channel entry, not the drop head. Oh, did I use the wrong one? Oh, okay. Look at this. Oh my god, this is going to be... neck snap. That's great. All right, hold on then. Let's... oops. Let's go in and edit this then. All right, my mistake. I mean, I think... I'm sure the problem still is that it's not quite right. But, alright, let's have a look. So, no, that's it, look. Oh, is it that? Oh, wait, what do I do? Oh, there, that one. Oh, okay. I mean, it's still pretty extreme, but yeah. I'm the only Italian who's booked Planet Coaster? You are, yeah. The Italians hate the game. Oh, so so this is a different thing, eh? So weird how all these buttons work. I mean, the exit looks pretty good. I don't know, man. That's pretty intense. I feel. All right. And then we up the cars, I guess, right? So there's one always coming up and one always coming down. That's under like operations. Cars 2. Oh, trains. There we go. So we up the trains. Didn't know they hate Italian. Yeah, no, I was just joking. Sorry. I don't know of any Italian creators, unfortunately. John Cena Death Park After All. It's what you get a week after the game, a week before the game comes out. Get me to live stream. I'll make you a death coaster. There we go. And then that one will just start straight away. Yeah. Absolute perfect. That just seems really high. Do you think the deluxe edition is worth $15? Are they just skins of rides that we get in the normal version? No. So the vintage pack, it's actually quite different. There's quite a few. There are a few skins. There's a wooden coaster. That's there is already wooden coasters, but there is a good few that you won't get otherwise. Let me see if it lists them. Let's have a look. If there's a way to have a look. Filters, content packs, vintage fun fair. There we go. Yeah, so like it's the only way to get the buoyancy, the Chairplane, the Grand Carousel, or the Venetian Carousel is in the base game. The Helter Skelter is the only way to get it. Hyperspin and Monteleone. Again, they're all just spinning thingies. And then the other few are trap rides. So for me personally, yes, I think it is worth it. But everybody is completely different in how much money they have, how much they're willing to spend on this sort of stuff, how much mileage they think they'll get. Like you have to absolutely know yourself, right? Like $15 for me is lunch one day if I'm eating out. You know what I mean? So, but obviously, to other people that money might not be readily available for this kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not rich, but I know full well that I will personally get 100 hours out of that $15. So, it's up to you. Yeah. A POV of the buoyancy? That's the kind of suggestions I'm looking for today. Let's sit in this thing. Can we do it? Continue. Tell me there's an in. Oh, there's no inside? Oh, no. Cabin orbit. Hold on. Orbit. You can't get in it. It won't let you get in it. That's really disappointing. Okay, is there another, maybe... Do we have to... What if we're looking through a guest's eyes as they ride it? Oh my god, we're going to have to try and get guests over to this. Okay, hold on. We can do this. We need to see what the inside of this thing looks like. Alright. Path. Okay. Oh, we could have just built it closer to the entrance. Alright. Here we go. Don't leave. The ride's open. Oh my god, they're going to it as well. You gonna ride it? Heading to buoyancy. No, no, where are you going? No! Okay, you. You're wondering. What if you walk into the buoyancy thing whilst in person camera? Yeah, is that a thing as well? I guess they're leaving. Sod, that looks like a naff ride. That's the most British thing you've ever said, Jordan. Sod, that looks naff. I don't think I'd ride this. I think this is a death trap. Please say you're going on it. Please say you're going on it. Oh. Come on, it's so good. Where's the price? $12? It's $120. It's free! Yeah, well, I'll try POV mode. I want to see if this works. I also want to kind of see if somebody wants to ride the thing. Why does nobody want to ride the ride? Oh, no assigned staff. Why is there no assigned staff? Oh, I don't like this either. The select staff, like, it doesn't bring up a menu. You've got to go and find the freaking dude. Which also seems weird. Hold on, we'll just get some staff in. Right up. Right, how about one of you do your job? Thank you. Oh, yeah! No, oh no. Okay, you. Oh, that's scary. Ah, it throws you out. Boo. Okay. So apparently you can ride the rides. I don't know how this works. Do you have to like come and ride buoyancy? Yeah, there's no way. It just doesn't let you do it. So Jambrew, it does generate one as the ride opens. It will hire one with the ride, but they wander off. Okay, it is our mission now. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about stations getting fixed or anything. Yeah, like it kind of fakes it. Look, they're not real windows. What a weird ride. What does it actually do? That pulls you down. Let's go, and the yeah, that's it. Right? Yeah, it's a really great looking thing. Excuse me. It ain't the sort of thing I'm putting down, though. I don't think. Can this ride catch on fire? I hope not. Toilet plunge the ride. Somebody made a. I can't remember who it was. I saw the screenshot though. Somebody made a toilet-looking one of these already. It takes them underwater and then let's go. It's kind of like a reverse drop tower, I guess. Like, you got to remember that this ride is from like the 1900s, and there was like 3 of them. It's just a very weird thing for Frontier to build. But yes, it is based on a real ride. Yeah, you can look it up. 100% was a thing. Yeah, very strange. All right. There's no CCTV cameras in the game at the minute. Security isn't a feature. Yeah. Apparently they're not safe. No, I don't think. 1940? Yeah, sure. I just remember them being old and weird. Yeah. I guess, and yes, so if you don't draw queues, the guests will just start to hang around outside. I think it works well for things like carousels and stuff where they often don't have a queue in real life. Yeah. Any of those operational now? I don't believe so. Maybe. Yeah, it would be nice if this was glass. Yeah, it'd be nice if the windows were glass on that one. Alright. What's the next thing somebody wanted to look at? Any spoiler Frontier will give us a free winter DLC. You know as much as me there, pal. Does this ride have Fast Pass? Yeah, I think any ride has Fast Pass. Can queues overflow? I believe so, yeah. I think they just start doing this. Did they change the exiting the ride at all? Can people get in and out at the same time at coasters? It's a little better, I think. Should we just get this thing open so you can see? DV1. Let's get tested. Can people fall out of the wall slides there too fast? Nope. How has the game been running on your PC? Absolutely fine. Do I have a fast pass? No. I'm very much slow pass today. Do you have access to this until the actual release? I hope so. No mention of it not, but can you do a little sample sequence for show? We can take a look at the sequencer. Yeah, sure. Has no exit path. It does have no exit path. You're very right. Good spot. All right, let's see if we can fix that then. Come on. It's literally what it was like before, he says. Making a path that wasn't like it was before. Come on, you're fine. Oh my god, why is this so steep? Alright, we're gonna just... Oh jeez. Okay, hold on. I don't know what they did before, but... Like, please, if you're new here, by the way, please take a moment to go and watch something else on the channel. This is not how I normally build. This is purely to get stuff workable for the stream. Okay, there we go. Open. It's free. Oh, no, it's not. It's free. It's free. The same composers for the OST? They did, yeah. J.J. Epson has been with the Planet series for both Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo games now. He's great. He's a big fan of the genre as well. We chat occasionally. He actually he watches my stuff and lots of other creators as well. How steep to make the path turn steps is a toggle? No, it just kind of figures it out. You got me convinced to not start with my main project right away. Exactly correct, Linda. I am also not. That's exactly that reason why it takes a while to figure out what's going on. Okay, so here we go. These... The problem is we need to wait until there's a good queue line filled up so you can really see how filling goes. So that's new, right? They never used to queue while the next one was full, did they? So that's been improved. Is the old music in the game? A lot of it, yeah. A lot of the theme park music. Oh look, this thing's got a... I forgot about that. There we go. So they fill in, the next one starts straight away. So that's good. Like, it's an improvement. So Johnny, just want to say hello. Hey, how's it going, Dan? Assuming it's Dan and not Jim. Good to see you, bud. Where did you get the new music? They sent it to me. Are they just waiting to get past the block break here? Right, okay, yeah, that's fine. Can you cover a sandbox park with just one huge plaza and then go from there, seeing as deleting paths is easier this time? I mean, yeah. I can't, yeah, basically. Can't see why not. What do I rate the pumps? I don't know why that tickled me so much. 6 out of 8 pumps. I'm sure the soundtrack will be on Spotify or something at some point, yeah. So let's see how they exit here then. Oh, it's not. We haven't got an empty one yet. Okay, I understand. We have to wait. We have to wait till one's empty to really see. Like I said, that's an improvement. The fact that they fill up there. They didn't used to do that, I don't think. Can we difference? You can. There's a few variable speeds, Banner, and you can keep them still, but you can't like decide where along the track they stop or where along the height they stop. It's just a full motion. You can stop at the top or the bottom. You can make it go quick to the top and then slowly back down. That kind of thing. Disappointed they haven't changed the station entrance gates. Yeah, me too, honestly. That's the only thing I would like them to change with stations. A lot of people say they're big and all this, and, you know, they're probably right. But these things are just quite offensive. I would much rather this be like a little turnstile-looking thing. They don't use chain lifts as block brakes, do they? I mean, it gets to here before the next one goes, so I don't know. Has the queue's been changed? I don't see the logo. Oh, it's there. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Why aren't they boarding 4 rows on this coaster? Nah. Okay, here we go. Ready? As they're getting out. Go. Go. Nah. Boo. Dedicated offload station would be nice. It would be very nice, yeah. The animatronics have a stick. There are no animatronics in the game, as far as that kind of thing, as in people doing stuff goes. What graphic settings do you have on? I've heard some mentions review rate. Yeah, I have everything at absolute full whack. The only thing I did for the stream is knock it down to 1080. I play in 4K. Let's have a look. Yeah, so 1080p. Where's like actual graphics? Oh, here we go. So I have it at ultra. I haven't really had a good look through this yet, but yeah, global illumination, everything is all up and high, and everything's as good as it gets, I think. Like I say, yeah, the only thing I've done for the stream is knocking down to 1080p. I normally would have it at 4K. Yeah, so here I'm going to try something regarding the entry and exit, because I'm pretty sure I saw on one of their live streams that the monorail didn't work like that because it doesn't have air gates. Why on earth would you go that way around? Game. Also, John T, why would you build it so far a freaking way from everything? Okay, hold on. Let's. Where's the park? Okay. Boop, that's more like it. Not enough stations. Oh, so this needs 2 stations. You can't just have this as a thing. What the hell was that noise just then? Oh, is that the spooky Discord? Has that not gone away yet? Just check it's not something like, you're not meant to be streaming, stop. Oh, nice. That's great news. Okay, it's got good news, folks. That's great. We're happy. Weep. All right. Blah, blah. It's nailed it. Oh, no, it needs another station. Sorry. It just told me that, didn't it? Okay. Nice job, game. Okay. Station 5. And oh my god. Fine. Exit. Okay. Oh, we need path. Oh. Love these. By the way, I mean, little things like this that we just don't give enough credit for. These slopes, God, that would just not be it would be possible, but it would be so much work in plan code to get that to happen. Like, really. Like, look at that. I mean, that's janky, but just the fact that all this clicks together is so good. Have you tried plan code's console? No, I don't have a console. I'm PC Master Race. Those spooky disco sounds are so bad, I hate them with all my being. Yeah, I've spent the whole month going, what's that? Oh, yeah. Can stations be at the end of the track, or does it have to be a loop? I think it can be at the end of the track. That's because that's what they do in one of the things. In one of the what's it called? The campaign versions. Oh, hold on. Let's get the gates on this one. Oh, Jaunty, what the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work. I'm rushing. That helps, doesn't it? Let's shift to get it to ground level, by the way. Alright, can we just do this? Is the game going to let me? Yeah, like, it's not great, but whatevs. Alright, and then... come ride the monorail! Oh, we can just open that one. That's interesting. We have to test it. So, let's go... Huh. Can't charge for transport rides. Interesting. Makes sense. Don't want to get people stuck somewhere because they have any money. They're not going to ride this, are they? I mean, in some ways, it's good that they won't ride this. Because they shouldn't ride this. Because it's not actually getting them anywhere. How much do you think this is over Planet Coaster or RCT3? I didn't play RCT3. I think it's different to Planet Coaster. I think in some ways it's got really good stuff. In other ways, it's a little bit of a step backwards. I think overall, it doesn't have more or less problems. It just has some different problems that we're going to be dealing with. Ah, that might be what it is, eh? Yeah, no, the station. Yeah, looks like it's, yeah, they're free. Isn't the price on the station? Doesn't look like it, unless I'm just being an absolute fool. Okay, there's people lining up. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, they are all going to get on. It might just take a while to get a decent amount of people here, because we're probably not going to be able to do a good example of this because there's not that many people running through. But in this one, I 100% have seen people getting in as people get off, so it's doable. We just need to tweak it for the coasters, man. Just because that would give you a really accurate throughput. Then you know. All right. Are there stand-up coasters? All the coasters are stand-up coasters. They're fantastic. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Are ATM still a thing? Yeah. No. No. No, I guess not. I think the idea is that people... Oh, look, here we go. Perfect example. I have got it set to light. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and look. So I don't quite understand how the timing works right now, but all the rides are open, and we currently have 660-something people in the park. But watch what happens. The number goes up and proves me wrong. Coming soon. I'll be patch fixed later. No. I don't. I've got no idea what the game looks like moving forward, Nicholas. No. PC1, it seemed like the team had big Disney-style parks in mind. I think that's the same with PC2. Planet Coaster in general has a larger scale than real life, and that is a conscious design decision of theirs, I think. Yeah. A bit early for the people to leave, don't you think? Yes, it is, and that's the issue. Is I think it does happen a little early at the moment. But I just kind of it's also different because I'm building stuff at the moment, which is making guests come in. But once the park kind of sits in situ for a little while, people leave for the day and then come back the next day. It's not a complete, like, not everyone goes out the door, but like maybe like 80-90% of people do, and it starts to happen. Yeah, I hope they're taking feedback from influencers. I'm sure they are. Yes, I'm sure they're watching everything. Hey, race car, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, so we'll just let it run. The problem is the game is on such a slower timescale than the first one now. Like it's not even 5 o'clock yet, look. TTK guide, they do 1 meter and 1.25 meter scales. Yeah. Can you move your face a little? Yes, that's fine. There you go. Thanks for noticing that. Do people go to hotels? No, hotels aren't in the game currently. There's a guest cap of 6,000. I think it's 6,000 a day, so you can have up to 18,000 in the park because they all stay for 3 days at the most. But I don't know. I haven't even got close to it. I never had 6,000 people in Pinewood. Like the game would crawl to a halt for me. So it wasn't something I ever felt like wasn't enough. I don't know. We'll be not having a night park. You can have a night park in as much as if you just want to set the time to night. You can. We haven't put down a single light. Ooh la. Oh, they glow. That's pretty badass, actually. Okay, but still, the parks close at 8 at the moment, and that isn't something you can affect. People actually play with guests in the park. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing for me, really. No, I never used to. I mean, I do until it starts to become an issue, and then I get rid of it. Okay, so 5:30. You can see a few people trickling out now. So it doesn't let you stay open past night. No, at the minute parks close at 8. I guess what I'm interested in knowing is if you think this game will be here to stay or abandoned like PT1. Oh no, I think unless it really doesn't sell well, this will get a few years of support. What's PT1? I have a floating holiday to take at work, so naturally I'll be off Wednesday. Nice, yeah, man, get in it. 8 PM, alright? It's like a British park. The hell is this game? Who knows, Mike? We're trying to figure it out. It's currently Watch the Dark because John T forgot to put any lights down. Oh man, I mean, let's be honest with it. It is dark. I'll give it that. The lighting is nice. But we're at 900 guests. I really want to show you that they clear out. They do in the water park. I'm assuming they will still here. You can drop guests fully clothed into pools too. Yes, PC1. You feel like PC1 was abandoned, Nicholas? Because I will say that PC1 had an incredible post-launch support window. Why is this so dark? Because it's nighttime. The sun's about to set. And I haven't put down any lights. I mean, you're gonna have to trust me that that there are people in the park. Let's see if we've got a big old light we can use to just kind of illuminate the space. Oh, Jesus. No. Well, let's do this so we can at least see some guests. The game's going to make me into a liar now. It's scary for me. Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to turn this into a Five Nights at Freddy's stream. I think you go same as the previous game. Have a smaller station possible, and then have the area behind the station be the turntable. What are we talking about? Sorry. Hey, Corvus, I'm having a blast, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing like a big AMA today. I'm just letting people ask for stuff that they haven't noticed over the first day of content, or things they want to see again, or see if we can break some stuff, that kind of thing. So, at the moment, at least, not building anything of note, just kind of throwing stuff down. Still fireworks? No, not currently. I imagine they'll come in an update. Do we have billboards? We do. They're not customizable, but we do have screens. I don't think we have like huge ones. But we have these. Whoop. Unless maybe they're called billboard. Oh yeah, billboard. Or is that the same thing? Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Oh, there's the big one. Okay. Yeah, so we can go that big with them at the moment, and like I say, at the minute, it's just these images. Which is weird. I don't know. I feel like there's more coming there. I feel like we'll at least get the videos that they shared on socials, you know? What is the point of the first-person camera if it's restricted? I don't understand the question, sorry. I'm sorry if I missed this, but do barriers and curbs work? Oh, so that's a great question, actually, because I thought they didn't. But then Chacho or somebody told me they did. I'm just going to kiss that one. This is the perfect time to say it. Look. Let's see. I mean, I guess they're trying to go around it. It seems to me like they ignore them, man. They seem to work. Do they? Am I missing something? They're all walking right through this one. And they all walked right over that one. I don't know, man. They seem to be making zero effort to move past that. I mean, they're also the pathfinding may need them to adjust. It never used to. I mean, in the first game, this one was a hard lock. Like they would just not. They would be like, oh no, like they do. Yeah, I whoever it was who said these work, I think you're dreaming. 7:30. I mean, people aren't leaving. They do on the water park. It's actually getting more people in as the park closes, so maybe I'm just talking rubbish. Path tools instead. I mean that yes is of course an option. The problem is, in much the same way that how these things work. So here we go then. So say we want to. The problem is that sometimes I just want them to not walk on a bit of path. You know, like if I put a barrel down, I don't want to have to sit and remove the path from underneath the barrel. And the other thing is, it's a little. Let's just look. The light thing's not happening, is it? Let's just do this. All right, so we can do this, and then we can come into path, come to edit tool. All right, and there you go. That's going to be the problem, is that you can't do. All right, you can do something like that. I mean, that works, right? But that's about as small as you can go. So if you want to just have like. If you want to just have that on the path and have them walk around it, there's no real easy way to do that currently. So it's great that they'll handle the thin path. Like, that's good that they'll splooge a little as the group opens up, but like for the most part they won't just force it. So that's good. That's nice that we can do really thin paths like that. But I just want something that I can put into the ground and be like, you don't walk over this thing. And that currently doesn't seem, in my opinion, doesn't seem to be a thing. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a nice feature, but it doesn't replace the use of these little barriers, because like ideally what I would do is put that like put that like this, right? And then plank goes to 1, that would work, and they would walk around it. Yeah. Yeah. Does a bin stop them? Bins probably do, but then you've got people throwing trash into your scenery. That was always the fix before we found that flower pot, right? It's probably your best bet. Yeah. I mean, people are going to be... This is going to be a nightmare. Hold on, let's just fix this now. Now we know that works. Oh, end of day report. Seemingly can't turn this off, by the way. We made $27,000 in our park today. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so trash cans is what we've got right now. This is a good path. Right? I'm nailing the paths, Mike. Again, I want a thing along the top that says, this is all for science. This isn't how I actually build. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a thing that says... Hold on. I can do it, right? Text. Is that it? Source. Okay, here we go. Ready? This is all science. This isn't how I actually build. Alright, and then we set the background to that. Oh, I thought I could make it tick around. Maybe that's a different feature. Oh. Here we go. Okay, now people know. Now they're warned. All right. As a geekism for more of this exact level of play. Yeah, this is as good as it gets, folks. Johnny, can you make something a staff path? I mean, yeah. The problem is you can't. As incredible as the pathing tools are, and they really are, it is a really great feature. You can't really get the minutia that you need to do that sort of. I just don't want you to walk over this barrel kind of thing, you know. Because here, look, for instance, if I want to paint a bit of this path, like. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Oh. Do I have merge on? Still trying to figure out what merge does, by the way. Sometimes it does what I want it to do, and then other times it doesn't. There we go. Okay, so now that is staff path. Oh. Hit. Oh. Yeah. Tiny brush size or object that would register as a bumper, I guess. Yeah, exactly that, yeah. Woke up 15 before the stream, and you've not had your usual snacks to munch on. I wolfed down a bag of chips before the stream started. Thank you very much. She's a character from The Simpsons. I broke it. Guests can't reach a park entrance. Now, so interestingly, is this? Huh. So what's happening there then? Because I can delete. Can I just delete that bit? I can delete that bit. And they don't have as much of a problem. Huh. So something tells those barriers just bug. Yeah, I think so as well. Because why are they in the game otherwise, right? Like, no, it's not though. Because like now, it's almost like they won't go near staff path. We call them roundabouts, Mike. Okay, so I've put that back now. That's it, man. They are not into it, eh? All right, so let's come to edit, and let's see if we can. I mean, you can, but I mean, I don't know how to do it without it taking a year. So basically, it still seems like there's some sort of 1 meter grid here that you just kind of got to deal with. You know, like you can't. Pretty much how big that was is how big it can go. Yeah, I think it's just that they give. It looks like they give staff paths a little bit of a. Yeah, staff path is lava basically. They it just looks like they give staff paths a little bit of a wide berth. We're doing science. We're doing science, folks. Oh, save my hair, Jesus. So making it barrel size is not feasible. No, exactly that. Yeah. So right now it's trash cans a go everywhere basically. Great mics think alike. Nice. Yeah. So as it stands, trash cans are our blocking thing. Someone will make a mod, sure. I mean, that's great. It's not the answer though, is it? Like it's like mods are great. We shouldn't have to rely on them though. Ruby, that's a feature. Is Ruby here? She said she was taking a bit of a break from all this because it's all so negative. I'm not negative. I'm actually quite happy with the game. Can you shrink the size of the bin? Nope. No, nothing that the guests interact with is size thingy. Yeah. Oh, that's a different Linda. Yes, that's not Ruby. Yeah, another Linda. I guess trash cans cannot be resized. No. Yeah, because that was one of the first things I was going to look at doing with the paths was, was coming in and doing shapes and stuff. You know, like I did recently with the windows in Azuri. But yeah. Good. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You have to hold down control to stop it snapping. Alright. I mean, there's something there. This big black line. Oh, it has the Planko logo on it. Why did they put the Planet Coaster logo there? Oh. Oh, Frontier. Yeah, just in case you forgot. Like, what game you're playing. Random. We love it. We love to see it. So, I mean, yeah, okay, you know, from here, that's pretty good. You're going to be able to do some fun stuff with that. But geez, they have to stick the freaking Planko logo everywhere. It's ridiculous. And then can we bring that in? Yeah, you got to. So this is the problem: is the customizability. You've got to nail it first time. Basically, you're not going to be able to adjust what you do with that at the minute. Yeah. What game we play? Thank you, Path. Yeah, the Path has reminded me. All right, well that's fun. There we go. What do you want to see next, folks? You can draw holes in the path. Yeah, there's a fairly neat delete. So the brush will just take away it in chunks, like as far as like however the game has generated the chunks. There is the stamp delete, and the like it would be nice if these were a little smaller, but you can get pretty good with these. And then using the edit tool, you can come in and get a little bit more customization, but the edit tool is sort of limited to like a 1 meter grid, it seems, you know. But yeah, you can do some pretty good stuff with that, honestly. Indoor ride. I mean, I'll build a room. Yeah, I'm gonna do a big ride, but limit on the water slide height. I mean, that's that. Oh, just regular water slides, as high as the game will go, I think. So the sequencer, lighting engine. Okay, cool. So let's put. Where's our FD vision? Let's put that inside. So let's get out of here. Oops. You press escape a lot in this game. All right. So let's box this into a building then, and we'll have a look at lighting and sequencing. And what is that? Oh, that's a speaker we built. All right. Okay. We don't just have like a concrete, do we? We have like a sheet metal. Will do. Boop. All right. I'm gonna put this in. Oops. Put this inside a big box. Actually, the sequencer won't necessarily work well with this because it would be just always triggered, right? But we can see what the lighting looks like. Alright, let's find a roof. Ah. Yeah, multi-select dragging doesn't work, weirdly. Like if I dragged to include that, then it would disappear. You have to click it. Again, feels like just a weird UI oversight. All right, here we go. It's the first time doing this. I haven't done this before. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. It just takes a moment for the camera to figure it. You get some weird artifacted on the roof. Hence the secrets of work on this one. Yeah, I feel like it would just constantly trigger stuff, you know. First time I'm seeing that kind of dark ride kart track thing stuff. Yeah, it's called a, well, it's called like, it has a few names. Omnimover is the name it's usually known by. It was actually a Disney term. Hey, John. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening to the roof. Ray tracing's desperately trying to get through. But yeah, there you go. So that kind of works, right? Let me just go back to my normal camera for a minute. And then if we get rid of like a piece, is pretty good. How fast can it go? That's a great question. Let's see. Is that something I can adjust? Oh, let's get some spooky music going. Oh, that one's got no name. Must be good. So many musics. Orchestral. There we go. Fixed speed, and when open, can stop at any time for guests. Yeah, they fill up and empty again. The guests just flow in and out. Yeah, it might be a fixed speed. I'm not sure where that would normally get adjusted. Because it wouldn't be in track, would it? Because you're not going to be able to adjust singular bits. It's all or nothing, right? So yeah, I think it has a set speed, that one then. Yeah, I think that one has a set speed. You can't change the speed. There you go. Thanks, John. Sounds Western. I think it's meant to be James Bondy. It feels like a James Bond kind of thing. You want some flashing lights and rooms would look cool. Yeah, let's have a look. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Building indoors is so much fun. That is blowing my mind, by the way. Like, I know it's such a little thing, but that's so good. Okay, lights. Looks nice, right? So it's desperately trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Let's just cover it up a minute. Desperately trying to break through that, but it is what it is. Yeah, why am I going light here? Is it just because of that light? Where the double skinning of roofs and walls. I mean, it may well be, right? That's light's doing a lot more than it kind of should be, really. Like, that's... Let's do something a bit more like ambiance. Is it the light that's doing it, or is it? It's not the light that's doing it. It's me going here for some reason. It could be the roof type, yeah, because it's obviously gappy. Like, I don't mind double roofing the place. It's relatively realistic, I think. Like, the exterior is one wall, but then you have another one that's just like a black lining. Ugh, that was terrible. Very strange. It's right. It's just right there. It's just a. It's so weird. Thanks, Master. Yeah, people were like, "Oh, can you build something good?" I'm like, "Not on a live stream. I can't know." The roof pattern doesn't match. Like, you're telling me that you're bothered about this in a park that we built that looks like this to test out features? You're bothered about that? Yeah. It could be the ride operator console. I mean, it is giving off now because we're right dark here. Look, it's not. It's when I look in that direction. Torch is off. I mean, that's just black now. Yeah, just a bug, I think. But I mean, otherwise, dark as hell, right? It might just be because I'm getting to the edge of the building. Why are you playing Bond? It's just the music we picked for this ride. When it works, it's amazing. It's Frontier, it doesn't always work. Yeah, maybe that's just it. Just bright as day. Yeah. So. Probably a good UI thing, maybe. I don't know. No, because what I would. Yeah, this is the ride POV, so it's. Yeah. There's stuff going on there. I don't know. All right. There you go. That's that. What's next? Yeah. This thing. Wow. Somebody said they wanted to see what the... it's not going to be good, but what the Guardians of the Galaxy ride looks like. No idea which one that is. Oh no, when I see it. Is it class as special? Oh yeah, there you go. Animatronic rigs. Not really, other than like placing a tree on them just to see what happens. The fact that you can stack them is pretty cool, so you can have a rotating one on a back and forth one is nice. They seem a little big. Excuse me. Smoothing is better. As far as I know, my problem is I'm not a huge coaster guy. I'm not very good at coasters. Dual direction linear synchronous motor with a brake function. What the hell does that mean? Anyone tried a multi-dimension coaster returning to the station backwards? Ooh, I think the game would crash. Yeah, smoothing is better, I think. Alright, so what does this do? Does this have a launch out or what? It just has a wheel lift. So let's do something like Guardians then. It sort of comes out and then goes up the hill, right? While there's screens of Chris Pratt telling you to be a good guy. Alright. And then it comes around. I mean, I have no idea what the ride does after the initial thing. All right, and then and then it launches backwards. So you have to, like, it goes to there, and it's like, we're going back in time, like that, you know. And it goes into one of these. Yeah. Locana and Echo watching one of my other biggest hobbies playing this video. Oh, cheers. Yeah, Locana's great. I'm still playing it a lot. I just don't really have the time to do content for both. Alright, we'll do something like one of these. And then oops. And then we'll, there we go. And then what happens after that? It goes into a Jesus Christ. It goes into one of those. There's no way he does that, does it? Goes into one of those. Breaks your neck. Alright, cool. Okay, so that'll do enough to get us started. So then how do we decide the direction of stuff? Is it here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So off. Oh no, we need to go like there. There. But then here we don't control it. There we go. Oh no, I just want that bit to be it. Yeah, I just want that to be normal. Right, there we go. And then it turns backwards. And then here it's still... I can't... It'd be nice if you could type that number in. Whatevs, and then I don't know what the next bit looks like. Okay, let's test it. What's the arrow for? The direction the car's traveling in. It won't let you do 180, yeah. Whoa! It's a little early, but yeah. Yay! No, I have no idea what you're... So it's the direction of the angle, the rotation of the ride, basically. Yeah. So, chain lift set on a drive tire. Yeah. Yeah, you love to see that, don't you? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean yeah, like it's not, you know, it's not smooth or anything, but like you can see what it's trying to do, right? So here, like this, the angle is fine here, but then like here, sorry, in edit mode, like that needs to have the yaw go, but like why is it changing? Why is it changing all of this? That's what I don't get. Do I just like? I have to set it on every single one of these? And then why can't I change this piece? That's all one piece, isn't it? It's changing these now. Jesus Christ. And then this. Oh, so the custom pieces basically is what it is. I think if you don't explicitly tell each section what to do, it'll try and even it out. Yeah, I mean that's fine. The issue is it's that because this isn't a thing I've made. I've just used a custom piece. It doesn't seem to want to do it because you want it to sort of turn in, right? Because in the actual ride, there's like a big earth here that they look at one point. You know, it's that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. So use the max rotation. But yeah, look. No, I think what's happening is it's trying to. It's not letting me adjust the custom pieces. So, like we can come into here. If we come back to here and rather than use the custom piece, make it ourself. Yeah. Anyway, it's not the sort of thing I am willing to do. Certainly not on a live stream. So there we go. That looks good though. I think that can work. I think I'm doing it wrong, as opposed to that not working very well. All right. What else do we want to have a look at? This park is amazing. Let's see. Oops. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Where's our pool? Do we still have it? Oh man, let's just build it all a bit closer. Can you build pools raised up? That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not as offensive. Weirdly, the pool bit isn't it? Oh, it's like wood. I wonder if that matches that texture. No, that's concrete. Maybe they're always wood. It's not that bad actually. That's the pool is less egregious than the edge of the path to me. That's a learning curve. Yes, I think you're right. Sorry, yeah, I think it's a big learning curve to get that right, but yeah. 13 recreations, yeah, that'll be like one of the first things people do, right? It's perfect for it. Okay, here's what I want to try. What's this thing? Yeah, that'll do, I guess. All right. And then we need facilities. Changing rooms. You need a lot of these, by the way, if you're building a water park. They back up a lot. Okay. Oh, that's a really good thing about that path then. Water coaster 1 has no... Is this a water coaster? Out back. It's not complete. And 71 DLCs, mainly Magnificent Rise. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. I hope you enjoyed them. Guest reactor weather. Like, they don't use pool. It doesn't seem to be. It looks like they just get umbrellas out. Dan just released a video building 13. There you go. I mean, that's his thing, though, right? Like recreations and talking like this in videos. Is there settings increase change from capacity? I don't believe so. I think you just have to build more of them. It's not great. They get really backed up into them. We also... What's the other one? I guess services. Yeah. Let's open these as well because they have to buy a pool pass. Which again I find a little annoying. Now can we open this? Okay. So what I want to try and do then is to close this pool and that's not really what I want to do. That's better. Okay. Okay, you gonna come and somebody gonna come and ride this? Anyone? Nice. There's some people getting changed. Okay, cool. Is the space secrecy? Yes, good idea. Okay, let me just check this. I just want to check. Somebody said if you close the pool, they'll ride this and then just swim out the pool. And if that's true, I'm sure it's true. I just wanted to kind of see it for myself. That's awesome because that means we can do exit-only pools, basically. Get out the pool. Oh, sorry, closed. Nice. Okay, that's good. My worry was that they would... Wait, hold on. Isn't this meant to be like a rubber ring ride? Are people going down this without a ring? Or am I just missing it? Here they come. Oh no, he's got a ring. Just disappears. The calls kept reopening? Ah, nice. Does the pool need to be covered by lifeguards? It seemingly works without them, but it will constantly tell you that they want to go on it. Okay, I mean, saying closed... It seems that way. It seems that way. Somebody's like they'll because my worry was that with a closed pool they would land in the pool and despawn, right? Which is what we don't want. What we really want is to have a little pool that just they get in and then they get out of, you know. So I'm happy about that. That's good. Okay. Head of water ride POVs look not great. I don't think. Yeah. Somebody disappeared? Oh, really? Who did? Lost frequency. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. Arms and feet in POVs. Yeah, me too. No, this... maybe if somebody despawned, I didn't spot him. It seemed okay. Oh, really? One despawned, eh? Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems though. I don't know. This is a thing I love, by the way. I love how they'll hang out and chat for a bit, and what they're doing is waiting for someone to join them. Yeah. Hey, folks, we're all here. I mean, they might even be waiting, and then there they go off as a group again. I love that because it it stops that breakout of just the snake of guests everywhere that you got in PC1. Like, people will just wander around now, and people will stop and chat. It's really good. Are there visitor points? No, I don't believe so. Jimmy, I don't do recreations. Hello, Johnsy. Hey, Philly. Don't understand overlooking the slides and pools when this is the game selling point. Yeah, it's weird, eh? The weird choices, but the POV thing doesn't upset me too much because I don't really use them. You know, like I want the game to look good from here. You know, so but yeah, like the flat bottom pools and the physics being a bit not. Yeah, so. But yeah, like I say, a lot of the stuff from like this level, I'm super into. You won't see it very much here because I've just done paths. But if you open the place up with plazas a little bit, you will just see people sort of potter about and sort of enjoy their time a little bit. And then here it's interesting. If you don't merge stuff, the paths keep. They will stick to these paths, but then verge off when they think they can, kind of thing, which is neat. So like here, instantly you'll start to see that they start to spread out a bit now, and they don't just keep that direct line. Like, they're still obviously going somewhere, but there you go. You see, they'll start to verge off. They'll break off this way, and you'll just spot people as where did you There you go, folks. There's a problem. There's the thing. Get out of that freaking pool. Lazy River's working, or are they janky? A little janky. You can build a nice one. So, okay. Let's show you a lazy river. So, we get a line building. We'll put curve on it. We'll do infinity edging. We will do water jets on both sides with 5 repetition. Okay, and then we'll just have this pool open, I guess. Here we go. All right. Oh, we're in wading. That's no good. Shallow. We need at least swimming. I found. So that's interesting, is that they got lost for a second and then realised that they can get in the pool and swim out. So here's the thing. These guys are trying to get into the lazy river and they don't quite manage it. Here's what needs to happen. And then this person's just swimming the wrong way around it. Huh, maybe they are jankier than I thought. The one I built is pretty good. Okay, there you go. All right, we're starting to get a few people in there. So this lady is actually using it as a lazy river. Look, she bobs and now she's gonna try desperately to swim against the current just to prove me wrong. Yeah. Hey, Rai. It's hard to tell. The map size is bigger than Planko 1. I don't know. Opening the slide opens the pool, so you have to check it every time you fiddle with the slide. Right. Yeah. Can they have two views? Yes, they can. So personally, that's what I would like to see. I quite like the fact that the lazy... excuse me. I quite like the fact that the lazy river isn't a ride. I quite like the fact that you can build it off a regular pool, and it's just you're creating one using the jets, and they kind of figure it out. As long as it works well, I would like that. I do like that. But I personally would like it so that they have to be on a ring, or at least like 95% of people are in a ring to use the lazy river. Poor guys, you asked a million questions. I mean, my thumbnail is literally an AMA. Like that's the point is I want to show this stuff off. You know, like that's fine. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not very good at building on live streams, so I'll build off camera. This is just to kind of let you guys see stuff that you've not been able to see. So you can't make the jets stronger. No, you can place them more often. I think. I mean, that's the other thing we can look at doing. Let's see if we can just place them really often. So, oh no, maybe 4 is the distance, and now this is 5. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, line builder. Lazy rivers on repetition 12. Let's see what that does. Oh, I'm in the. Oh yeah, no. So that's like every so often. So 4 is the best. There we go. So I do like that you can just sort of add that on, and it will just start to act as a lazy river. But they just don't seem to do much with it. So it might work better if it's just its own. So this is how I built it in Planquatica. It's just its own thing that has multiple entry points. Oops, like that. Because one thing I was trying to do with the draw tool is to where's the... Oh, I'm in path. Sorry, I'm like, where's the pull depth thing gone? Right, here, sorry. Draw tool. Wading. Because what I was trying to do was, like, have entry points like this. You have to get rid of curve. Alright, and then go into shallow. Basically do the same thing again. Okay, so this is what I was hoping to do, was have like entry points like this. Let's see if we can... make it work for you today. Oops. Alright. Okay. How do fools function on bumpy terrain? I imagine they probably just like flatten it out. Can you make separate entry wall parks? I'm not sure actually. I don't think so. Can build people grounds? Yes, you can. We showed that off before. Yeah. Fancy dives, cannonballs, orchid trips, and all sorts. Yeah, it's just good. There's a nice lot of variation there, which is good. All right. Let's see if we can get. The prestige is going to be pretty low on this because there's not much going on. Let's bump it up a little bit. And the other thing we can do is just say, you don't, this pool is no more. The new delete tool is pretty good. You can just select the stuff you want to get rid of. So here, even though, so now we're going to run all over this, but we only actually get rid of the pools. That's very neat. I don't know where all those people go. Let's find out. They just disappear. Nice. Alright, so here's your pool now, folks. Get in it. Alright, so here's the problem. You can make different entrances. They will get into some. They'll get out to some. Actually works pretty good. The big problem is that they all are perfectly synchronized. Which is kind of creepy. No, they will use them without lifeguards in Sandbox. It just, the game tells you. Problem is, here, look, bless them, they don't quite figure it out. I spent, oh, you'll see in tomorrow's video, I spent like an hour making these look so good with like rocks with them and like a nice beach front down into them. But they just can't get the hang of it, unfortunately. Yeah, they just don't quite get it. As soon as you put path to it, they're back online. It's a little janky here because the floor difference and stuff. Yeah, it's just they don't quite get it, unfortunately. So yeah, they don't figure it out. This is fine. They can jump in and jump out, but the actual how you would expect them to work in real life, where you you go down into them, they just don't get it. So no, you can't do shallower than this. No, they just don't work. Slope is blocking the jets. Doesn't seem to matter. The jets just kind of work as the water's near them. It's the slope is the fact that their feet touch it and then they're suddenly not being moved by the water yet. So, but here's the other problem. Say I want to rebuild this bit then, which I do need to. We'll go to our delete tool. We'll make it nice and small, and we'll just get rid of this bit of pool here that's not working very well. All right. Oops. All right. So we'll do this. Okay. And then we'll go in with our pool tool. And basically recreate that. Make sure everything's turned on. Water jets are on. Yeah. Depth is swimming. Okay. Cool. Right, and we'll come here, and we'll come here. The jets from the last pool don't get deleted when the pool is removed. So there's just a row of jets underneath, just sitting there, running away. And then you have to sit and go through and get rid of everyone. Yeah. So I would like those to be like, I would like the game to realize that you want to remove those when you remove the pool they're connected to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Nice for parts limit. Yeah, right. So I'll fix that. I hope so. I hope so. It's just a weird little blip. But as you can see, if you just draw a line around and you have some paths going to it, I have no idea why that wants to be so deep. I have no idea why that's supposed to be so deep. Okay. But yeah, you just draw a line around, have some paths going to it, they get in it, and for the most part treated like a lazy river. And I have no idea kind kind of just the speed now. I have no problem with like a few people swimming backwards. You know, like people do that, right? They like, oh, I'm gonna catch up back with my friends. I've come ahead, and they haven't. Yeah. So this is a real janky one. The one I've built, you'll see it tomorrow. It's much nicer, much bigger, and they use it a lot better. And they do. It's a lot nicer. And then what you can do then is if you come into facilities and sell a which one is it? Splash Emporium. And sell all this kind of stuff. They will slowly buy floaties, and then they'll start using the floaties in the pools as well. Yeah. Like a Volcano Bay. Yeah, and Typhoon Lagoon has a really good one as well. Can you go from shallow depth straight to diving depth? I mean, you can. I think it'd just be a very severe change. Yeah, just by the lowest points it becomes diving. So the time it starts to get a little bit interesting with this is when you do things like this. You know, when you start mixing up these, like the game does its real gosh darn best, you know. And if you're doing this sort of stuff, then you know, it's your own fault anyway. You know. So, but yeah, overall, I actually don't think the pool, the way the pools work, are that bad. Just that, you know, the game does the best it can. But to be honest with you, if you're doing that sort of stuff, that's your own fault. It's not what pools look like in real life, so you're right. Yeah, it does a pretty solid job of figuring out what it's doing. But yeah, if you go so extreme, it starts to struggle. But if you look at, I mean, sorry, I'll just show you. Like, if you don't want spoilers for tomorrow's episode, look away now. But I'll show you. Oh no, I don't want to save over it. Jeez, that was dangerous. High just diving boards. No, there's a low or a high one. Display sequencer, yeah. All right, so secrets. But here, look, this pool just goes from lowest and then slowly up to highest. And also, this is the concrete base, which personally I think is absolutely the best one for theme park pools. I rarely find theme park pools to be tiled. So yeah, so this is the concrete base, and personally I think it looks a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, I wasn't sure I'd be that into the pools, but having played around with them, like, it's really good fun, and you can do some really nice stuff. Probably chuffed. Yeah, and like, you know, it takes a while to get this, and it's all a little jank, but, you know, people come and look at this. They come and they hang out and they have little chats. So much neat stuff. The lifeguards, you can have them in chairs, but there's also just a standing setting. So I've got him here just sort of hanging out. Thank you. So this is what I do when I'm not on a live stream. Try and get new features. Here's a bit of the lazy river. I don't want to spoil too much of it because, like I say, it's tomorrow's episode. But lifeguards can jump from that height. No, this is a... Well, they might be able to. I don't know. The settings turned off, so they're just for show. So weirdly, no, the wave pool. I was quite surprised by this. The wave pool piece, which is this thing down here, cannot be attached to a sequencer. And I find that quite strange because I would have thought that would be quite a common thing to have to have the water go off every hour or something like that, you know. So yeah, interestingly, that may be added in the future, perhaps. Nice build, thank you. Yes, they do use the benches, not particularly often, but they will. Let's see if we can find any. Yeah, nobody currently hanging out. Oh, and then you remember I've still got to finish the back of this, but remember I said that I couldn't figure out how to do paths up to water slides. I can. It's doable. Look how happy they are. Watch how they don't ride the slide. Oh, proving me wrong. Yeah, because they were saying to me that like the queue time, maybe it reset with the save. The queue times of these trickle up for no reason, up to like 300 minutes. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. It would be nice if you could have it go off with like a, you know. So yeah. So this is what you're able to do with a bit of time and a bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, when things work, it's just great. And this is not like an exit-only pool, but because there's nothing over here, for the most part, they keep away. Like, they very rarely come to the edge of the slides, you know, and they wade through the water. This is all made out of custom pieces. Yeah. It looks like, and yeah, only for there's pretty much just this really. So yeah, but I don't want to show you that way. Whoop, there's stuff, and that way, whoop, there's stuff. So yeah, but there you go. It just shows you this is what you can do if you, you know, once you've got the hang of it. Need to come in here and finish off this little trim here. We won't show off much more than that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I had a lot of fun with it. Really enjoying the water park stuff, honestly. Do you want to see a terrible coaster I tried to do? So Tansy, thank you, very kind. Can we see weather interacting with the pools, please? Not unless it rains. You can't turn it on, unfortunately. It just happens. Path is really bright. Yeah. Okay, so this was maybe going to be like, oh, look, Plango. But I'm like, no, I'm terrible at coasters. But I wanted to try and do a family. So this is based on one of the demo models for this coaster from Intamin. And it has a drop. I mean, I was going to do like a dark ride section. I mean, I might come back to it. But yeah. And then there was going to be a Medusa thing happening here, and the idea was she turns you to stone and it makes you drop. Whoa. It's pretty tame, isn't it? The drop. Yeah, we'll have a look at the sequencer here, yeah. Can you go ahead to that entrance without the stairs? You use one of the blueprints that has it on it. I can't figure out how to do it actually in the game, incredibly. So this is me playing around with the mythological stuff. It's pretty neat. It's all very big and bulky and over the top, but you know, this looks decent. Yeah, it's like I say, it's not bad. I copied. I'll show you. Let's see if I can find what I copied it from. Let's have a look. Not that one. Is it that one? No. That one, there we go. Alright. Here we go. So this was kind of what I loosely based it on. Yeah. If you dropped a story in real life, yeah, you would. It just feels tame, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. What's part was showing me this is all science. Yeah, I build even better than that. Yeah, so this is what this is loosely based on. I feel like this might be a second launch here in the actual one. So it's like a little dark ridey bit. It actually angles a little, which I didn't do. And then a launch into here, around here, and then a second launch into this bit. But as I built it, it didn't need it at all. So instead, we've got a little ejector air time instead. So, animatronic motor pieces scalable. I've heard someone say they are. No, they aren't, Deef. No, none of the animatronics in the game are. Okay, so let's have a look at the sequencer then. We'll sequence this to do something. Maybe I'll look at finishing this. It isn't as bad as I remember it. It's so weird. Like I said in my first video, like building in a bubble. Just very, very strange. And then we come into the station, yeah. Alright. Does the game feel finished? No. I won't lie. Okay. Scenery. Sequencer? No. What's the freaking thing called? Oh, I'm in blueprints. I hate how it defaults to blueprints. Okay. The water block scenery. Yeah, sure. Okay, sequencer. Let's stick it somewhere we won't forget it. Blop. Here for now. Beep. Okay. All right. Can you place the slide exit in the water like on splash pads where they exit in the things but not the pool? Assuming you mean like a run out, then yes, you can. Do you feel like this game is quite accessible for those who are colorblind? I have Tritonopia and I haven't struggled with it at all, so I'll say yes. All right. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh, so we set up some like fire or something here, I guess. Oh. So let's add track. Oh, no, I thought that was add coaster track. Okay, so we go into this first then. Customize, create trigger sequence, is it? Place new trigger. Just have to like drag it around. Yeah, wee. So we'll say, let's watch how this goes, because you want it to go off as the coaster starts moving through, right? Yes, I would get the Deluxe version because I think a lot of the issues with the game are going to get figured out. And you might not...
1. Thanks for the content. 2. Yay mental health. 3. Min golf. 4. Are power buildings still a circle of negative impact, or based on line of sight?
Thank you so much for the donation. Yay mental health, very much so. Thanks for the content, you're very welcome. Mini golf, I would love to see it. I think it would make a great DLC. Power buildings still a circle of negative impact. I think they are, and I think the way it works is their circle of negative impact and scenery around them makes the number go down. It's not a line of sight thing, yeah. Okay, I totally missed what I was waiting to see. Sorry, I wanted to see how, like, when this sort of kicks in. Yeah, that's kind of fine, actually, there. Enable to add custom billboards on music? No, currently not, unfortunately. I'm hoping it comes in an update. May not due to console parity. We don't know. Okay, so that's fine. So there's our trigger. And we're going to... Oh, okay. So ride sequence. Add that. Confirm. Is that what we do? Okay, and then this gets now this starts to affect it. Okay, that's what I think we want. Yeah. All right. So what do we want to do? Do you want some fire going off as it goes past? That's a bit cliche, isn't it? What else could we have happen? Do you know if you make a sequencer independent of a ride like a fountain show, we'll get stopped to watch it? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. They never used to, and I feel like they would have mentioned that if it was a thing. Yeah. It's a good idea, though, eh? Like, have it work a little bit like the Vista Point and be like, here's the point of interest, but it only happens when the show goes off. That'd be really good. Alright, smoky fog. Okay. Make it look like the fog gets kicked up as the thing goes through it would be pretty good. I think that's a little bit beyond me, but let's try it. Okay. Special effects. I don't know if it's called... What on earth happened then? Is it called fog? No, steam. We had that with the point of interesting. Yeah, yeah. Or column like cracking would be pretty good, but there's no... Unless that thing is an animatronic. I suppose we could attach it to one of those things and have it go...
What are your thoughts about the 6,000 guest limit in the game? I think it's because in the first game large parks would lag a lot for having so many guests, so I don't know why people are saying that's a bad thing.
Silvero, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Yeah, it's like the problem is, I think it's one of those things where it's like it's saving us from ourselves. I think they were probably a little bit fed up at people being like, "Oh, this game runs like crap," and there's like 20,000 people in there. So it could just be that. I feel like 6,000 is quite a lot. I mean, you just saw that water park with like 300 in it, and it felt fine, you know. Like obviously there's not that much there yet, but even with 3,000 people in, I think that place will look busy. So yeah, and somebody mentioned it's only 6,000 a day, and guests will carry over for a few days. So actually, it could be up to 18,000. I just haven't built anything that's big enough to see that yet, unfortunately. But I don't know. You get them read by an auto voice. Do you know what, Mr. Gomez? I have no idea how it happens. It just started happening one day, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. I'm kind of with you. I don't think it's necessarily a terrible thing, but you know, I think that many people in a park is going to, other than the best PCs out there, is going to struggle. You know, Alton Towers limit is 28,000. Yeah, but also like just the game is just not the scale of an actual theme park. You know, it's 28,000. But they line up for 4 hours to ride roller coasters, and they don't in this game. So it's just a different sort of... It's just like a different scale in everything, both physically and in how the time frame works, you know? Like, if people... Even with this slower day, if people queued for 3 hours for a ride, they would do 2 things and leave, and that's not good for a simulation, in my opinion. I think that's the thing, really, you know? So I don't know. Daniel, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. And I build with empty parks anyway, for the most part. All right, let's. So there was Steam. I've just carried on typing. So Steam. Let's see what the Steam looks like. Nothing. Are we paused? We're paused. Okay. So there's that one that goes. Pff. There's that one that goes. Pff. And there's that one that goes. Pff. And then there's. This one. Okay, so here's the more sort of like, this is always just going on. Johnny's placing down 800 plants. Hey, I've been good. I'm not, you go look at the guys who are doing like single roof tiles, like Mineral. They're the ones who are crushing the game. I ain't got time for that. I love how that none of them have the big metal grids now, you know. That's so much better. Okay, so let's place some of these down then. Okay. Can you test special effects at night? Yeah, I think you can see them at night, but light still doesn't affect them. And they still disappear when you get close. Which is upsetting, but it doesn't quite seem as extreme as it did last time. Alright, so we're going to hide these in the drive tires. Okay. Steam Stream with the Haunted House, pretty good effects at night, yeah? Piece count will drop drastically. It's going to help, I think. I won't accept this slander. Shut up, man. You do like 2,000 pieces on roofs. Just own it. All right, let's have a look at nighttime then. Oh, yeah, looks good. I mean, it's dark, but yeah, let's get some lights on it then. I mean, it's there. You know, I still don't know. It could look better, maybe. So now they removed Steam Workshop and it's in the game. Yeah, Frontier Workshop now, so it's cross-platform. Where can I collect my YouTube drops? Yeah, that's just a Twitch thing, I'm afraid. I don't know. I don't know if it looks great. You know, I don't know how it could look better. Probably doesn't help that it's against a real bright background here as well. It does look better than one, though, yeah. Red to blue to make purple. Good question. Let's have a look. Here, red. Blue. I'm guessing no. Nearly invisible before, so that's a win. How's the Steam look in the POV ride? That's a great question. I'll have a look in a minute. Once we've got some of the sequency stuff down. How are you finding the color labels? And is it on the color wheel bit too? Color labels are great, really useful for me. I will still sort of go into a color wheel and tweak stuff, but yeah, the fact that I can look at these, Chef's Kit, really great for colorblind people. Thank you so much for this. And I've just been kind of sticking to these for the most part. My stuff is never going to be as like well colored as many others because of my color blindness, so I'm very happy with that. Wall is purple. Oh, okay, cool. Boost effect looks purple. Will it support mods, custom billboards on screen? Not at the gate, but who knows? How quickly the clever folks who do that sort of stuff are able to do it. Okay, so those ones won't be connected to the... Or will they? Would they go off? Maybe it would look good if they went off as the thing went past. So let's see. Add objects. Let's do all of them. Okay. So, deactivate on trigger. I've added that to all of them. Deactivate. 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 Okay. But they've all gone off now. Oh, yeah, we need the camera moving. That's fine. Whee. Okay, there you go. I feel like I need a tutorial on this. Do I have to then add them again? All right. Okay, let's just start with having something turn on when the thing goes past. That's probably better. So let's leave those alone for now. Why have they stopped now? Oh, what have I done? Did I break it? Because they're probably like set to trigger only now, right? Can I get in here and click it? It's my own fault for hiding it. Oh, I can. Nice. Yeah, there we go. On trigger only loop. Right. Yeah, it's basically they stick to. Okay. Well, I mean, Jesus. Loop. 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 A loop. Is that it? As far as I went. I know I didn't go all the way. Have I missed one? Yeah, there, look. Spot it a mile off. And also, I had just noticed that you can change the colour of this. So I wonder if it would look better as a deeper grey. Oh no, if anything it's harder to see. Okay. Alright, so we'll leave those like that. How did you get access to Planet Coaster 2? I don't know how to say this, Josh, but I'm a bit of a big deal, bud. It's available. Content creators have been given access to it to make content as part of their advertising campaign. I mean, I don't know. Welcome to the internet. Like this is how things work. Do you just get 6 extra flat lives with the Deluxe edition, or are there more things? 6 flats and then like a few coasters and like a water thing or something. I can't remember. It's the 10 pictures that are on the page about it. He's a dev. I'm certainly not. This is not how I would have done it if I was a dev. I wouldn't have been able to build this if this game was made by me. It would not work. All right, let's go back to. Effects. No, content creator. I know. I mean, I hate the word, to be honest with you, but there's no name that's good for what I do. With body movements, etc. A lot of people saying the GUI isn't so good with body movements, etc. Going down slides. No, it's not great. I know what GUI, graphic user interface. What's that got to do with the movement? But no, it's not great. Okay, so let's put one of these here. And let's see if we can play with this. So, edit trigger sequence. Add this. Confirm. Okay. Okay, so that works. It's just way too long. 0.2. Maybe a little longer. 0.5. Animated coaster door. There are a few, yeah. Geekism, I just watched your water park build video. Fantastic work. I hope Frontier fixes the water slide physics like we used to have 20 years ago. You know, CC3. Yeah. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Sorry to lose my life to this game. Tell me about it, Dan. I've got like 40 hours in it this week. It's a lot for me. Do we think that looks good? So Stick it there. What I do is just set a trigger on the piece of track before the actual smoke and then turn off or whatever. Yeah, I like to have it running through one of those things though, because then I can keep the triggers if I change the track easily. When's part 2 of the Warpart video coming out? Tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. So I've still got to do the voiceover for it. So, I don't know if that even looks any good. I don't know. I'd probably have to put 10 down. Before it looks good or not, right? Okay, so then we'll add... I like how it highlights them. So what do we do this? We do half a second, so we do that to all of these. Nice to be able to drag, click and drag the lengths of those, to be honest. Rather than having to come in and type them. Oops. Does it light them up? That'd be nice if it did, so I can know which one's which. Oh yeah, it does. That one, there. Ooh. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh man, add a track. So that's number 1. 2, 4. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we missed one, but we'll see how that is. Quick question: are the shortcut keys the same as Planet Coaster 1? For the most part, the only one I had to do was swap P and space. Because in this version, the space is pause, and P was toggle angle snap. So I just swapped those around, and everything else. For the most part, if it was a key in Planet Coaster 1, it still is in Planet Coaster 2. Obviously, some of the systems work a little differently. Oh, okay. So now we need to set all of these to play on trigger. Yes. So why aren't they? Okay. Oh, so there is one there. I just missed it. Okay. So... Oh, add objects. You. Alright, so let's throw in a track. Oh no, so this is an issue, right? Because now I've got to sit and do boop, 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 and then bring that one down to here. Set it to 0.5. And then drag all of these out a bit. And then it's just going to be a case of lining them up. I mean, it looks pretty good. I think it just needs to be a bit quicker, right? Are all wall pieces able to be placed freely, rotate and angle them? No. There's a couple of each, yeah, as Joran says, there's a couple in each set that you can do that to, that sort of aren't on the grid, but for the most part they still work on the grid. Okay, let's see what this looks like. This is pretty good. Is the UI a problem? Not for me particularly. It is clunky. It is a big step up. You're right. That's exactly what it is. Just being able to like multi-select and drag them around a little bit would be good. But it is a huge improvement on what we had. That's pretty good. Like, I think that looks pretty cool. I mean, what would be amazing is if, you know, is it that the coaster itself just made that he just had like volumetric smoke that cared? But yeah, I don't hate that. That's cool. I'm glad we did that. All right. Oh, how long have we been going for? 3 hours. Nice. Okay. So do we try and get the Medusa only animating on the drop track bit? I suppose we do, right? I'm hoping that's a bug, Javacuzi. Yeah, you can shift click stuff. So like click, 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 and you can do path chunks now as well. But if you go select all and then shift to select more, oh, it does work. It didn't work. Was it? Oh, maybe it didn't work in a building. Yeah, that you can't do shift click inside a building. That was it, which you could do before. So that's yeah. Yeah, that's the one you can't do. But overall, that's not the worst. No, it's so inside a building you can't multi-select. You can click to multi-select, but like so, I can do this shift click. This is me shift clicking. But if I do that and then want to add more on, that doesn't work. Well, that seems like a bug. Yeah, that seems, or like a little oversight. That seems like a thing that they can fix. All right, so let's add in a new trigger. I was never a huge fan of this, that you have to be like... That's interesting, isn't it? Where, like, the trigger happens there, I guess. Okay, so we'll call that smoke. We'll call this one Medusa. Medusa statue. Didn't seem to do anything. Play on trigger. Let's see what that does now then. Instantly fixes it. Look at that. Just try and do it. See, it works. Thanks so much for answering questions and being so active in the chat while you're working. I really appreciate it. Hey, no worries. That's literally what the stream is about. I just thought I'll put it on, and but that's not working, is it? What coasters have switch tracks? This one. Why doesn't that work then, eh? Which pre-order's got a game early? Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't really. It's usually a thing, right? A couple of days ahead. Especially as they have a build that they're relatively happy with to go out to us. Am I doing something wrong? Let's try it there. Maybe just it can't be within the drop. You die at the end of the ride. Yeah, you get turned to stone and then they throw you out. Yeah, I think it might just be that it's on part of the draft. This is the only coaster we drop, switch, and tilt. No. So there's this one, and then there's the other track. There's the other car type, but this is the only track type with those things on. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It just wasn't quite on the track, so that's fine. So we'll do that, and then we'll just give it like a second delay. Yeah. Are all the old rides still in from the first one? If so, it's like an overall improvement with the new building system. Yeah, for the most part. There's a couple of things missing, and obviously some of the DLC missing from the first one. But for the most part, yeah, it's all there. So it's pretty good. Yeah. What's that called in the game? Vector rotating coaster. That's that one. Yeah, SLC is a weird one not to have in there, I think. Seeing as it's like in almost every single theme park. Like budget theme park has definitely got one, you know. Can I get really smooth coasters without using the 4 meter method now? I think they're better now, but I'm not a coaster guy. I'm not the person to ask. But I feel like the smoothing is better. So, like, I just noticed a bit here where it didn't look quite as smooth as it could be. Like here, there's a little bit of a kink there. So, select 2 pieces, and then you can go forwards and decide which smooth type, and you can go boop, 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 and then you can go backwards, boop, 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 forwards, boop, 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 boop. And it just, there you go, it just helps get rid of that little kink there. Oops. Beautiful. But yeah, like I say, it's not really my area. Oh, we've got rain. There we go, folks. You get to see what rain looks like. Not very good, to be honest, compared to Zoo, but it's still fine. From what I've seen, 4 meter coasters are still better. Yes, that's a good way of putting it, I imagine. 4 meter coasters are still better, but it's easy to make them smooth without. Yeah. Yeah. What would you say is your biggest complaint about the game so far? Cues. Curbs on the path. And Planet Coaster logos on the queues, yeah. The camera is better. Like, yeah, the camera is better at smoothing out the rough parts. If you put scenery on the ride train lights to cover them, does it stop the light shining in the dark? Maybe. Are there lights on this thing? Oh, yeah, look at that. Kind of gross. Yeah. That answers your question. What was your question? Does rain go through the ceiling on buildings? No, I don't think so. Ah, look at that sexy Z fight in there. Yeah, no, the rain's pretty good. It's same as Shadow, and like, yeah, like Sun and stuff. So that she's not pointing towards the people, is she, at all? Like there, that she needs to be like there. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll finish this. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe I'll finish this as a little one. Thoughts on flumes? Is it okay if I ask a question? Of course it is, Micah. You go ahead, Micah. Excuse me. Flumes as in the slides. I mean, I don't know. They look all right. The physics aren't great on them. The whatever they did to the coaster POV to smooth it out, they haven't done to the water slides. But they're kind of fun to build. They look good from like this level, in my opinion, but which is, like I say, 95% of the time you play in the game. But yeah, queues at the moment. I would like to see the return of the placing on grid for queues. I mean, these things need to go away. Like, I don't mind them as a piece to put down. Like, give me one of them I can place down, and I'll use it to make like water, what they called, like sewer grills, you know. But yeah, I don't like the fact that they're, first of all, definitely on there, and second of all, that they're in like a pattern like this, because you get ones that are like this where they're half under the curb and stuff. I don't know. I just, at the minute, this is very much like Planco 1 launch, and I just feel we can do better. Like, I just feel like this stuff needs to be done better. Yeah. Hello, Adrian. How does the scenery brush work? No idea. Never tried it. Scenery brush. Like that. So you can make it ignore. You can make it avoid stuff that's already there. It doesn't do it. It doesn't ignore rides. I mean, it just kind of nails it, doesn't it? Like, it's. I don't think I'll use it much in actual building. What I will use it for, though, is, you know what? I need some glamour shots of this coaster I built. This is going to get a lot of use. Like, we're going to use that a lot. Appreciate the disclaimer. Good. It's working. Like, is there like a small plants? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Have priority queues made a return? Yeah. Yeah, they have. You could have given me 1,000 guesses as to what was going to be the most requested question today, and I would never have said priority queues. It's just not. It's just something that just has not been on my radar. Yet you're probably the 8th person to ask about them today. Yes, it doesn't work like a skip the line like it did in PC1. It's now a separate queue line, which I haven't even thought about here, as you can see. Yeah, scenery brush, pretty sweet for just like filling in the background. We kind of dig it. Yeah. All right. I don't know why priority pass is such a thing. Look, it's Pentagon. Yes, so that's what you can kind of do with the removing things, removing path pieces. So, I don't know. It's been kind of fun to make, but it's not. It's very sort of day one type stuff, yeah. Scenery brush can save a lot of time. Yeah, like I say, I don't see myself using it that much in actual builds. I'm still going to want the precision of being able to place down stuff. But for this kind of thing, it's great. Yeah, just throw it down. And of course, one thing I didn't show you there is you can build your own. So we can make it, like, create new brush, and we just go through and find stuff. This is going to be a air conditioning unit and crab brush. Now, what's interesting there is the rotation isn't changing. But I feel like it is with the trees. Ah. Random rotation. Your only. Minimum scale 50, maximum scale 300. Object spacing 1 meter. It's a pretty neat feature, you know. That's a pretty neat feature. Can you build a stream under paths? As in... Yes, confirm. I'm done with that. As in, like, actual water? I haven't really used the actual water much, honestly. Is it here somewhere? Yeah, water. I've never used this yet. Okay, let's find out. Whoop. Yeah, looks like you can. That's neat. It's good that it just figures it out. Yeah, I can see uses for this. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I like the imprecision of it, but you know, there probably is stuff. Cobbled street. I don't think you're going to get them close enough. Let's see if we can do something. All right, scenery brush, custom. Cobblestone. All right. So we need all of the little stones from one of the stone sets. Let's do the mossy one. I think that'd look pretty good, actually. Oh, Tego rock would probably be good. Yeah. All right. So you're all. Minimum size 50, maximum size 70, object spacing 1. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, is that saved? Okay. I want to add another item. Yeah, so the problem is what I thought would happen is it's really not letting me do another item there. Let me just come right out of it and go back in. Let's see if we can do that better. Right. I didn't love that, but we've got there in the end. So let's add this stone now. This stone is also going to have all... Yeah. Object spacing at like 1 meter is the lowest. It's just never going to fill in. I mean, there's arguments that, like, you know, you're doing like a like a rocky edge of a water, you know, like of the water. Let's see if I can add another couple of these in, because this is pretty good, I think. Like, you're always going to have full rotation on them, aren't you? You're always going to be pretty small. And some a little bit bigger. These first 4 are probably going to be the ones. Maybe you have to have a line to surface on them all. But aligned to surface. Let's try that. So, you know, it doesn't even attach to the slope. So yeah. Still quicker than placing them all down individually. I mean, yeah, if it's something that you're going to use more than once, you know, you can make the tool. And then So interestingly, they're angled to the surface. They're just not attaching to it. Delete the water and try again. Well, let's try terrain. I was watching $2.20 yesterday, and he was like, "Why is this the smallest terrain brush?" I was like, "Yeah, welcome to Planko." All right, let's try that. Oh yeah, look at that nice bulbous mountain there. Let's just fix this. There we go. All right. Now we can see the brush, cobblestone. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't attach to the. It should angle. Is that an option? Hold on. Align to surface. Womp womp. It's just a freaking button I hadn't pressed. All right, maybe that's pretty good then, eh? Last thing to landscape first. Truth card. Yeah. No, it was good. And like we've been chatting about it, and he was like, "Oh, you know, nothing compared to you guys." I'm like, "No, man, you'll get it. You just need to figure the tools out. Like you've got the eyeballs for it. You just need to figure out, you know, what the actual game is able to do." Maybe I kind of like this then, eh? Like I don't know. Now we figured out the buttons. Maybe this is actually quite useful. Kind of want to have another go at this now. Alright, okay. When it aligns itself to make one big... No, it kind of... That's the thing, it kind of knows... Oh, it does sort of fill in over time, yeah. All right, I'm convinced. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I was not a. I've converted myself. Yeah, this is going to be really good for like beaches and like retaining rock work and stuff. So now let's rock palm mountains just became a lot easier. I don't know whether I'd use it for like a whole mountain. I feel like it might be a little bit. Like a bit of a performance killer just because it's like you're placing down a lot more, but the mossy texture really helps. So then next thing you do is you make a new one. Let's edit this. Let's do shrubbery. Let's delete that. Okay. And now we go to bushes, and we add in the smaller of the two. So this time we don't rotate, we just yaw, and we probably still go pretty small. Everything's so big. There's definitely a bug here where it won't let me add a new thing. We can come in and edit it. Yeah, that's just a bug, I think. Beach cabbage. And creosote. Okay, so small size, family intensity, don't align it or do align surface. There is definitely like an item cap on an area. 2 different brushes. You can add anything you like to a brush. So you can have 20 rocks and have just the rocks rotate. I was just wondering what it would like if we just sort of like sprinkled in a bit of green. You know? Maybe they're just a little lower down, is it? They're actually all there. Yeah, so I think maybe the trick will be like rock work and then using this to bring it through to get the foliage in it. Oh, it's exciting stuff, eh? Yeah, trees and rocks and same brush. Yeah, you can have anything you like. Do you set the item distances per brush? Per bush? Yes. Yeah, so I kept them a little bit further away, so maybe that's the thing. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's probably the trick is use that for the rocks and then come in and be a little bit more sort of pertinent about where you place the shrubbery. Neat feature. Neat feature, I dig it. I am a convert. This is cool as well. You can affect the height. A little tricky on slopes, but weird. In case you're wondering, that's how Jan does his time lapses. Yeah, my only issue with that is I think it might be a bit of a resource hog because you're placing down a lot more rocks than you would normally by hand. But they've made it so we can do it, so, you know, more fool them. That's why the 6,000 guest limit. Alright. What are we going to do next? What is the scale keyboard shortcut? I think it's C. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. So Z is rotate. Shift is up and down. Control is X and Y. So it's X and Y, Z, rotate, scale. What do you feel? Think you'll be able to one-up Pinewood Hills? Eventually, yes. Right now, no. I'm back. Can I see a POV of the ride? Sure. Whilst we POV the ride, let's think about what else we'd like to see today. Whoop. Oh, look at that for timing. Was that the medicated shampoo brush because it devastated your crabs? Nice. Very good. How's Xander? He's good, buddy, thank you. Yeah, he's at his mum's today. He's doing good. Had fun trick-or-treating the other day. Can you make a water park, please? Check the channel. Episode 1 of our water park is already up. Can you animate something to get bigger or smaller? I doubt it. It's just a fun question. This is a fun question. No, you can't, unfortunately. You can set something to go up and down. Cool. Is there recolorable foliage like the PC1 roses? Yeah, in fact, a lot more foliage is recolorable in the game. So obviously, like the leafy stuff isn't. But we go to flowers. Yeah, there's quite a bit. So there's these like sort of like pansy kind of looking things, I guess. They look like pansies to me. I'm not super up on my flowers, but yeah, all of these are like multiple colours. It's pretty good. Oh, that's the actual. Oh, the actual leaves of that one are colourable as well. That's good. So what you could do is oh jeez, is just set all of these to a green, and you get a nice bush probably. You get this weird clippy thing occasionally when you're changing the colours. I had that on something else. I can't remember what it was. It's because I'm yeah. I think it's just because there's two right on top of each other. Yeah, it's fine. It's just Z fighting. So yeah, you do some nice things with those. Oops. It'd be nice if I didn't have to click confirm every time I picked a colour. Like picking the colour should be the confirmation. There you go. Yeah, they have mulch on them. There is so there's that. There's like a full series in that size and shape. Then there's these. What do they call these? Foxglove. So here, just the flower itself is colourable, but they're kind of nice. Sort of half blooming. And there's this one that they call periwinkle. It's pretty light flower. Oh, it's flowerless. Yeah, there you go. So there's that. Oh, there's the one with the flowers in. There we go. It's more like a wildflower. Again, just one colour slot on those, but again, pretty nice. And then there's some lilies, and the flowers can be coloured on those if they have them on. Good. And nice. They have a nice texture with the water. That's good. I wonder if they always like that, or if it's because it's raining. Hello, I'm back. I'm the guy from earlier who asked you to build a roller coaster. Hello, welcome back, guy from earlier. Asked me to build a roller coaster. Love a haunted mansion type ride with some custom animatronics. So we have the ride, we just don't really have the animatronics right now for it. Yeah, like at the minute, that's probably one of the weirder choices they've made, is that they've given us the FD Vision, but like as far as scary stuff goes, like we're placing down this. Oh no, not that one. Sorry, we're like here. Let's see if we can make something scary. There's an octopus. Ah, that would jump out at you. Little Mermaid. Oh, that's a fair point. Yes, it is the same sequence as the Little Mermaid ride. That's fair. Oh Jesus, this thing's going crazy. Wooden bobsled in Planko 2? No, it doesn't look like either of them are in the game yet. No, use that with the Medusa. Yeah. And then you can't catch those cars. Not that I believe so. No, looks like it pretty much all will go. The Singing are pretty terrifying. No, they're lovely. I love the songs they sing. So yeah, that's kind of the slight issue we have. It's going to be difficult to make actual scary stuff at the minute. I feel like a spooky pack or whatever they want to call it is there. Got the Deluxe pre-order. Nice, Micah. Yeah, you'll love it. It's got its issues, but I'm having a blast. All right, so we're doing nearly up to 4 hours. We might call it at 2. I feel like we've got through quite a bit, and I do want to, like I say, get the voiceover ready for tomorrow's video. Maybe I'll look at finishing this up a bit. I don't know. Hey Jones, do you think the deluxe version is worth the extra price? For me personally, yes. I think a lot of the rides in the vintage pack are almost like necessities. Yeah. For the game personally, which isn't great that they're tied behind a deluxe edition, but that's how I feel. I think they're very much needed. How are they not called eels? Oh, they are. They're there. No, where'd you go? Why aren't they animated? Why aren't they going? For some reason I feel like I need to congratulate you. The game coming out. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Hey, fun is fun. For some reason it feels like I need to congratulate you. The game coming out. Thanks? Is the stream meant to be silent? It shouldn't be. Is this ride gonna go? This just looks sad. No, I think it only starts when they're going. Default static sing. Oh. Okay, here's what we need. Image patch looks to be available after pre-order. We don't know. Maybe. We don't know. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Leave and come back. Oh, well, glad you're here. Funny's fun. And you can hear us. Yeah, I want to do a cover of this. This is good. This is the sort of content you're here for, folks, right? Can you add speakers to the cars? I believe so. More obnoxious than Small World is. Nice. Just constantly in your face. Oh. Oh, have we found it? Have we found a problem? And after a certain speed, they're just not having it. Hey, Nitro. Eel song karaoke session. Oh, I don't know about that, Sparrow. Oh yeah, we definitely goosed them there. They they are struggling with that. All right, well, that's silly, but whatever. Music. That's good. Let's play some music now. I'll try not to vomit. Condensation maybe. Maybe it was just. I thought it was just on loop though. Oh, look at all this Z fighting. It's so sexy. Thoughts on pro in this one? I'm torn. Kind of hoping the hype would get me to actually play a bit and learn to build. Never really got there in the previous game. Like, so if you didn't vibe with Planet Coaster 1, you ain't vibing with this. It's the same game. Like, to all intents and purposes, there's different tools, there's different things. You're doing the same thing. Do you want to get the most out of this game? You're spending hours putting down scenery, and like it's the same game, you know. It just makes me use our own music, yeah. Does it actually make puddles? Yeah, on the grass in some biomes it does. I don't know if it does here. I think in one of the biomes where it rains more, it does. Here you do get like on the path. It's just it's not raining very heavy now, unfortunately. If I'd have shown it to you earlier, you do get glistening puddles on the paths. Yeah. Custom music, custom visuals. I don't know. As people have said before, they're building one game for PC and console, so it might be that it's a console thing. I don't know. Rides require sooner maintenance by rain. I don't think so. I'm not sure the rain does much in the game at all, honestly. I think people pull umbrellas out. That's about it. I've got it in my head now. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Will there be a Steam Workshop for pre-made stuff? Yes, it's not the Steam Workshop, but yeah, it's already in the game. Let's have a little look. Frontier Workshop. Oh, I gotta sign in. I don't want to do that on camera, but yeah, you can log in and there's all stuff there. So yeah, awesome. All right, folks, I think I'm finishing up now. I'm getting pretty tired, and I want to have a bit of lunch before I record the audio for tomorrow's Planquatica, which is our water park that we're going to be doing for a few weeks. Figuring out the game. Thanks for PC Custom Media did come later on. It did, and we do have billboards in the game from launch, so I don't know. I feel like they're coming. We'll see. Animatronic doors in PC2? Yes, there are a few in each scenery, actually. Yeah, there are a few, so that's good. Cool. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Love you all to bits. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the donations. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Lots more Planet Coaster 2 content coming. Hopefully, we will live stream again Saturdays. I'm going to try and get into a regular thing of live streaming on Saturday. It's a little tricky at the minute because I'm sometimes in work. But yeah, cheers, ears. Have fun. Love you all to bits. Till the next one. Be good.